Harris did a dialectics on them. You know what I mean? You got to remember, you exist in the context of everything that exists, man. You didn't just fall from a coconut tree, dude. It's important. It's important. It's important. It's important things going on, man. She's saying it, bro. No one, everyone was clowning on her like she wouldn't be in dialectic, bro. I'm just saying.
No.
Kamala Harris, she out here. She out here.
See, I thought of that quote. That quote was in the back of my mind one time. I was like, who said that quote? It was actually not that quote. And it was Kamala, and I was like, damn it.
You exist in the context of everything that came before you. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. It's what's up in a minute. Episode 24. 24. What the hell? That's ridiculous and insane and also ridiculous. Episode 24, what's up with the minutes? We are what's with the minutes. No, that's not how we do it. That's not how we do things around here. This is what's up with the minutes, where every 2 weeks we take 3 topics, count them. 1, 2, 3. 3 topics, and we discuss and we talk about and we say things about them. Hip hop topics at that, by the way. Keep that in mind. We hip hop-itical out here, bro. Hip hop-itical, bro. Keep that in mind. Remember that.
If we ever stop doing hip hop, we sold out.
If we ever do anything that isn't hip hop, then we've sold out. We you know what I mean? Big Amazon
brand deals.
Yeah, ChatGPT all up in here, bro. I'm telling you. When What's Up the Minutes has a 4th member and it's just us talking to AI the whole time, that's when you know that we made it big time. That's how you know we made it big. I'm telling you. My name is KOSEY, aka KOSEY, she, her champion, transgender queen doing the hip hop theme. Who is this person to my? What is it for you guys? Left. Who's this guy to my left?
Robinson Mega, Tokyo-based hip hop art and culture conversation house against, you know, the vibes.
Oh, we do know the vibes, and we use this guy. Who are you?
My name is TREDOES, also known as Does GPT. I have nothing else to add. That is all.
We're rocking with you. And today, right now, we have 3 topics as previously mentioned, and my topic is as follows. Basically, a few weeks ago during the freestyle episode, we were talking, and the topic of what like the use and purpose of an album is, and where our opinions on albums over singles or singles over albums sits in the current cultural zeitgeist and whatnot. We'll figure it out. We'll talk about it. I've got things to say, and you're gonna hear them today on What's Up with the Minutes.
Don't scare them now. Don't scare the listeners.
Traders. What's your topic?
My topic is about the rapper archetype, you know, about this archetype of rapper that has been almost seen as canon, you know, kind of in the spirit of Nas, in the spirit of all the greats, and they have all the right pieces, but they might not be the most captivating, and they might be missing a little something to push them beyond the arc of being just another nigga who raps. So we gonna try to dissect what that is.
We're gonna figure it out today on What's Up with the Minutes. Mega! That was too loud, sorry. Mega! Mega, what's your topic? What's your topic, Mega?
Last episode we were talking about Ghost Dog, and neither of you had seen it, so I think it was Broad Yeti said he wanted a review of Ghost Dog on the show, and I didn't think we would get to that. I think it might be fun to do something like that, but yeah.
But last second. But we can make it happen.
Right. I mean, yeah, we could do anything we want, and it'll be hip hop. So no selling out. Even when we got that 4th person AI member, this is like an anime, a ratchet anime girl.
Oh, we should get a VTuber. We should get a VTuber. Yeah, I didn't even consider that. that. That's
real
what
hip hop. Real hip hop.
That's what
I mean, if Timberland can do it, then we could do it too. You know what I'm saying? That's the god Timberland, named after the best boots for rappers like Rome streets. You know what I mean? But my topic is kind of the grand black cinema experience, and how it is like black cinema growing up for me was a culturally kind of purposeful thing that connected the community in a lot of ways, and I just want to see where y'all is at on that. So I'm going to list off about 20, 30, 50 movies and see whether or not you have seen them or are familiar with them at all whatsoever. And I know y'all both young, and most of these movies that I'm talking about came out 30, 40 years before you was born and stuff like that too. But you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to figure it out because I was really kind of like flabbergasted that y'all hadn't seen Ghost Dog. But I'm sure you've seen a lot of these other films though. Don't worry, I'm not going to be like, yo, have y'all seen Precious? Because I don't think black people should watch that shit. That shit is fucking terrible.
I've seen Precious. That's one of my movies gone now.
Yeah, but Precious is terrible, bro. She throwing TV at this thing. I mean, it's the worst shit. Like, you start the movie, she's stealing chicken and shit. It's like, yo, this movie is the worst movie, man. That's what black people need to win an Academy Award. This is bullshit. I'm sick and tired of this shit. So yeah, we're gonna talk about fucking the Mac. I don't know, something like that.
Oh, okay. What, like black exploitation flick? I did have a phase. No,
I'm just talking about black movies in like the canon, like that your auntie knows, or you know what I mean. Maybe more so Trey, because it's like very American thing. I think because a lot of our blackness is tied to like the community and not so much like cultural traditions that come from the motherland like that. You know what I mean? So a lot of us, we celebrate Thanksgiving and somebody gonna make sure we have to watch Color Purple and shit.
Word.
But yeah. Let's do it.
Wait. If someone like really liked our show, for instance, and they wanted to like support us in a certain way, like I was just thinking like maybe they could like pay us like monthly on like this sort of like platform of sorts, maybe called like pay
PayPal, and I'll give you my direct PayPal account to put that money in.
Venmo me, nigga. Give me.
We got this right here, but I got the PayPal.
We should all just start plugging our PayPals, and then whoever they like most, they can just give money to.
Now I got the ability to edit this shit, so I'm just gonna put like an extra digit in both of y'all. So don't go to the website and figure how doing is there. You know what I mean?
You like freak it, so every single one of the links still goes to your link. That's tough, man. That's real hustle. Real hustle. That's what black cinema is about, man. Anyway,
real hip hop.
We have a Patreon. We have a Patreon where people pay us to be us. You know what I mean? It's beautiful and beautiful. Thank you so much for your support. And the people who support us have names. And Trey knows those names. He has them committed to memory. He loves you guys so much.
Including a new patron. Welcome, Uncle ZZZ. Shout out to Uncle ZZZ, new patron. Oh my God, we're averaging one new patron a week at this pace. We're gonna retire soon.
True.
But on this list of shout-outs, we got Uncle Z, Gene Wilder, TJ, My Tai, Wet Sticker, Uridon, Paul Hurdle, Gavin, Devil May Swear, Alex Pennington, Nargo, Stilo, Zoom, Fick, Caden, Evan, The Secret House, Account Itself, Bleach Alternative, and Dano from Free Music Empire.
A couple more too: Malcolm X, Fred Hampton, Paul Robeson, W.E.B. Dubois, Angela Davis. Shout out to CLR James is also on it. We got Colonel West on there too. Shout out to him. We got Chris Small, you know what I mean? So running the Amazon
for a little bit.
Amazon, you working, you know what I mean? We also got Quelle Chris on there, Open Mike Eagle. Yeah, the list goes on and on. We used to have No Name Book Club, you know what I mean? MF Doom.
Yeah, we used to have No Name until she heard a What's Up with the Minutes episode, and she was like, I can't support Secret House anymore.
I can't support these niggas, bro.
I was kind of thinking about it because but for a long time she was giving us $15 a month. She was our highest patron. We don't even have a $15 tier. We have a $5 tier, and she was giving us $15 a month, and then she dropped it down to $1, and that's where it's been. But I was like, yo, I'm not so problematic. I mean, the shit that she's doing right now is called Nigga Book Club or something like that. And I'm like, yeah, that's me.
Why did you add the nigga?
It's not cool.
It's called some shit like Nick. I swear to God, it's like
not cool. Nigga Book Club, bro.
It's called No Name Book Club.
It's called No Name Book
there's
Club.
Another. No, I got the poster behind me. I know she got that one, but hold on, man. Let me get historical. You know what I mean? Like, hold on.
So she got No Name Book Club and Nigga Book Club is what I'm hearing.
I swear it's some shit like.
She got the double whammy, bro.
I promise you, it's called something. It's called something.
Now she gonna go to $0 a month because you lying on her name, bro. You lying on her name. Now she knows. Now she know.
Oh, man, hold on, man.
Now No Name knows that Secret House is a bunch of lying ass liars, bro.
Oh no, her shit is called the Nigga News Network. I mean, Nigga News Network.
Oh yeah, okay, I have seen that. The Nigga News Network.
And also,
I still don't know what that is.
And speaking of which, one of her favorite MCs, roam streets. So you know what I
Is
mean.
that true?
He loves Rome.
I
That's
feel like you made that up.
absolutely
Just
I can see
no,
that. I
no.
can see that. I can see
I,
that.
you know, one thing about me is I've never lied. You know, if you check the history of the
But
podcast, I've
Megan,
never lied.
yeah. Megan never lies. I was gonna say the one thing I love about I'm a no name fan in general, but I love with the book club shit. She does this thing where she gets recommendations from rappers, and like she could easily like just go to all like the fucking heady, nerdy rappers and be like, "Ooh, I'm reading this theory. I'm reading this fucking black autobiography." But like she'll like
Like what I
get
would
books
say and
from
shit.
like she'll get books from like anyone, and if they give green eggs and ham, she will put that shit on there, and I love that.
Word.
I remember in a few group chats I was in, everyone was making fun of the Tierra Whack joints because it was just the worst self-help books ever. Like people would be like,
But I love the authenticity, bro.
yeah, like if she'll just put if someone says these are the books I'll be reading, it's like okay, that's the book they be reading, I guess.
At least you're reading, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, word life. Because I mean, there's a lot. You know, she probably got like, especially you ask like a New York rapper, like, yeah, 48 Laws of Power. Have you heard of that shit? Rich Dad, Poor Dad. You know what I mean? The Way of the Samurai. You know, that's definitely gonna be novelist and shit. Like, you know, like
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's like as long as you're reading. In fact, a little anecdote today, I carried 2 big of those IKEA bags full of books. We had about 63 books. Actually, like exactly 63 books that I bought to the book off to sell to them to get money back. And 63 books, a whole variety of them. You can name whatever, you know what I mean, from kids book of my daughters to you know, theory and music books and shit like that. I got $24 out of that, yo. 63
Oh, is that bad?
I mean, 63 books.
Okay.
Like, yo,
I
like,
thought you were doing like charity shit. Wait, what? Who's this people you're giving me books to?
They gonna resell them. You know what I mean? That's what they do. It's
Oh,
like I could put them in the trash or you know, it's hard to donate. It's like, so we took a taxi. By the time we took the taxi to the spot, it was like half already.
Spent the amount of money
spent.
On the,
yeah. But you know, I'm happy to get him out of my house because I'm doing a liquidation. I got to get rid of a lot of stuff. So I got a bunch of hip hop books that I'm going to pass on to the people, and then but I got rid of all the theory and everything else.
Word,
Japanese folks gonna be like, "Who is Foucault? Why is this in English?"
They're gonna learn today, nigga. Oh my gosh! And speaking of reading, whoa, what's this? BPM. I'm in a fucking zine, nigga. Oh my god! Where's my name in it? Nigga, oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my goodness! That's my name and shit.
Cozy.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Now I can't change my name. I gotta stay at KOSEY forever. But literally, I've been a part of this beautiful community called BPM. Basically, they're just put on a like kind of monthly events, producer events. It's easily the best production event I've been at. Very collaborative, very live, very impromptu, like very improvisational. You know, it's you kind of DJing into someone else's beats and them into yours. So it requires you to like know and care about the people around you, and it just fostered the most beautiful environment in the world. They interviewed me for it. I talked about a few of the books I've been reading recently. I talked about 3 of the things I've been working on, like art wise. And yeah, we're just out here, we're doing the thing. Behold this page.
Behold this page.
Oh, that's tough.
And second page. Oh shit.
Behold.
Yep. And if you want to read those pages, if you want to read those pages and you don't have access to buying this book in person in London over the next few months at the BPM thing, come join the fucking Discord. I'm putting the pictures in there, you know what I'm saying, so people can see what's going on in London and what we're doing out here. There's a lot of things in here that I didn't share that if you guys want to see, I'll throw out, because you know the people who are in charge of this, Quake Base, like Malarkey Ruse, Swacko, all of them folk there, cameraman Jack, you know what I mean? Them folk are really building the most beautiful thing in the world right now. And it's just amazing. I've really found a community there where I'm very happy with. Those folk are family to me. And they deserve all the love in the world. Shout out to BPM, the BPM crew. Shout out to Dr. Pebbles. Shout out to Park. Everyone on this. There are names on here. Shout out every single one of them. It's very serious out here. Very serious. Yeah, beautiful stuff. Anyways, we do a podcast here where we talk about topics, and this person, I have a topic. My topic today is spurred on by a previous conversation where I kind of just randomly hopped into my albums are arbitrary and they only exist to sell thing, and I realized that as much as that is true, we still have a lot of value on the album, especially in the underground scene. We have a lot of value on these people are going to drop a body of work, and I'm going to ingest and really enjoy that body of work as a body of work. And I think as a result of that impulse, not even necessarily impulse, that want to do that, we also kind of I don't know, put less value on artists who don't do that type of thing, who do more of a single based release schedule, and I think that kind of leans itself into a bit of pretentiousness occasionally. That's not necessarily what I want to say, but I see it occasionally pop up and happen. But but with the thing that we do, being deeply entrenched in albums and album analysis and kind of moving beyond singles, I even say, oh, I don't listen to singles for an album, stuff like that. I do think the importance of an album as a somewhat arbitrary way of consuming music is something, I don't know, I just find interesting, I guess. For me, and even like discussing like what part of an album influences your opinions on it. Gavin and Mega recently had a conversation about Gavin's album with Postulus, and about how the first song on the album immediately tells you, oh shit, I should pay attention to this album. And you know what I mean? There's all these different kind of seemingly random things that make an album that, how do I even explain this? I'm struggling. that make an album that you don't really notice when you're going into it, but in your analysis of it, but make themselves clear, you know. And I think I think as people who are interested in the form of an album, it's worth analyzing and interrogating these thoughts.
Word life.
I
mean, obviously you have to put this into like the context of what album is meant throughout the history of albums. You know, going back to the old days, it's like they were selling singles because that was how, you know, people were able to really access music, and they would do compilations from artists that were a part of things. And I think really when we start getting to the album is, you know, the long play album is where we kind of break into artists having perhaps a singular or conceptual idea that they want to deliver besides just a collection of songs that will you know, get radio play or get them gigs or continue their career. And like I think somewhere along the way, you know, especially with the advent of the MP3 and streaming services, and people going from listening to, you know, a physical thing that had all of the songs on it, in order to get to the next one, you had to, you know, completely take that out and put something else in. Now people, you know, the way that they access and experience music led to a lot of people just making a lot of singles, or led to a lot of people making music, assembling them and calling it an album. And that's true. Like, an album can be a collection of things. It could be heavily, you know, curated with a singular idea, or you know, some type of like, it's like film for some people. It's like you know, it's like a story for some people. It can be a lot of things. And like nowadays, even I don't know like a lot of times when I get an album from an MC, like a rapper, and it's like 35 minutes, I'm like, oh, okay, well, sure, this is an album for sure, but it feels like an EP to me because of my old brain. It's just like, this is not enough. This is not like, I got paid for this. You know what I mean? This is like, the prices ain't changed. You also charge me the same price for the CD shit. And before, you know, it's true that there used to be filler on some of these 80-minute CD albums, you know what I mean? And some tracks could be gone, but they fill it up because that's what the people wanted. They wanted their money's worth of whatever, or perhaps they could do that. But yeah, it's like, I think the album still exists, and it really just depends on the type of space you're in. We listen to several artists who I think their creation of their albums is something that is heavily considered in each component of like what song they want to make. Sometimes, you know, like like some of our favorite artists, like anybody we could name, Open Mike,
literally any of them, like
all these people seem to have like a singular idea about it, and of course there's still others that like one of my favorites, Tetsuo, who is kind of like an assemblage type of concrete like ramble scattered artist. Like, he puts things together and he has conceptual ideas. It's harder to find a through line, and it could feel like just a series of stuff thrown together, but it all depends on the artist and how they want to take it. But in this day and age, like I feel like the value of an album is like weighed really heavily by a lot of the mainstream, because a lot of the biggest artists have stopped releasing music as much. We have like, these guys are putting out one album a year if we're lucky, or one album every couple of years. So every time it happens, people are waiting to be like, all right, this should be a singular, cohesive masterpiece work that we must, like interrogate every single element about it, whether or not it's successful in what it's trying to accomplish. And both ways it could be like, it's fair, and it's also kind of like, calm down, man. It's just like sometimes a nigga got to put out an album, shit, like,
I think that's one thing I kind of found really interesting when I was thinking about this as well, is like a lot of mainstream artists are putting out like albums and bodies of work, and then the way that they're ingested by like the general audience is, okay, which songs from this album am I going to enjoy enough to take from this album and put into another like collection of songs, like the kind of playlist culture that albums and now artists are kind of fiending for is, okay, you get that singular song that everyone likes and is going to put in their playlist, and then they're going to listen to that playlist, and then you become a part of this kind of casual listening experience rather than the album like regimented. Okay, well, you listen to this song, then this song, then this song, then this song, then this song. I'm not saying that's wrong. I do the same thing, not necessarily in that way, but I do a lot of like listening to an album and then I get stuck on one song. Like if you look at my most listened to song ever is "Damn Finally" off of that Samira Truth project, and the rest of the songs on that album are not nearly as listened to as that one song. That one song I got like 440 plays on. The rest of the album is a lot of plays, but that one song specifically, I focused on crazy because it's just a really beautiful experience to me. And I feel like a lot of that's kind of the main mode that the streaming service model is kind of pushing people towards, is to have that one song that is the thing that is majorly there. And with mainstream artists especially, you see that where they're doing the thing that you mentioned before, where they're bloating a project with albums and songs, so people can be like, okay, well, I have gotten the amount of time that I waited, like the amount of time that I've waited between releases. I've gotten the, oh, okay, well, they take 2 years. I should have this many tracks. But the real reason it's that long is so that you can pick and choose which one of your vibes is the one you want, and then you can put it in your playlist and yada yada. And I think that the streaming service model has definitely changed what the album is, and I think that's one of the things that's really interesting to me is the album starts in a place that feels arbitrary, kind of becomes an artistic statement. During the artistic statement has people realize, okay, well, people seem to get their money's worth. Let me pump it up with some extra filler things that people might not like as much. And then through the streaming era, where music becomes like absurdly accessible, that filler is sort of most of the project for a lot of artists, a lot of successful artists. And I think that that's a interesting like elaboration on the album as an idea,
So you did earlier bring up the pretentious point. I want to say I'm very pretentious when it comes to albums. Until recently, maybe a little bit, just a smidge.
What happened, Trey? Sorry,
because so
I'm pretentious as fuck.
When I started listening to full albums, I was probably like early teens, and I started actually sitting through full albums and enjoying them, and that became like the primary way I enjoy music. Like if I wanted to hear, even if I want to hear a specific song, I'm just playing the whole album. That's just how I listen to music. And it never sat right with me how some people, like when new music drop, a new album drop, highly anticipated, and the idea that people just get on there and just like randomly click a song, they're like, oh, I see a feature, listen to this one. Okay, I'm gonna skip to this one. That shit always blew my mind, because my understanding of the album was always like, it's a statement piece. It's supposed to say something. And that's definitely more so with like the artists that I just happen to listen to and listen to albums from. They just happen to be saying something. They happen to make it a whole cohesive piece. But at a mainstream level, it definitely becomes an obligation to a lot of people. A lot of them don't have a coherent through line. Shit like that. So it's not surprising, especially with like all the bloat that like started to happen on projects for the sake of hitting the quota or maximizing the amount of money or streams or whatever. It wasn't surprising that like a trend with like the underground rappers or those rappers that like seemingly prioritize quality. You know, they cut off a lot of the fat. They learned how to be very succinct. And the it's interesting seeing how that trend went from like, you know, you go from an hour to like maybe 50 minutes, maybe like 40-ish minutes, 20 something minutes. Yeah, like people, their albums, they like barely clock in at 20 minutes. And they're like, yeah, it's an album. And you know, trying to argue that point, it feels weird. It feels weird because there's definitely been things I've listened to and been like, that doesn't feel like an album. And there's definitely been like 20 something minute projects, and I'm like, oh, I feel like I just had an entire, you know, album listening experience.
Yeah.
So it is very arbitrary in that way, but also it's interesting how the trend, because at one point the trend was do as much as possible to get your money's worth. And then now the trend with like how the way attention works, like the attention cycle, attention economy on social media and shit. Now we're getting to a point where like songs are like barely 2 minutes. You know, albums are short as hell because we're just trying to keep attention. So it feels kind of, you know, it feels like you're doing a disservice when you do things like skipping around albums and shit like that, or just like not engaging with a full body of work.
And that's even interesting in like, because like in the circles I'm in and like the educational circles I'm in, when you know you end up in a lecture of someone who's an industry exec who kind of understands how the industry is moving and whatnot. One of the main like pieces of advice right now is almost like don't release an album. Like split it into loads and loads of singles. Like the way to do it, the way to gain and gather that attention is to release a single, advertise that single, release a single, advertise that single, release a single, advertise that single. And it's like that kind of thing you're saying on the attention economy is like it's like being pushed forward. Like it's not only that we have this economy, it's also like in order for us to make money in that economy, we have to make that economy worse by explicitly telling people, okay, drop a single. That's the way to do it. That's the way to garner attention. And and what you said makes a lot of sense. Like it for the underground artist who is kind of not intrinsically anti that establishment, you know, who historically has been trying to kind of not do what the establishment is doing and work in their own ways independently. It makes sense that they're pushing away from that model and they're still releasing incredible bodies of work. You know what I'm saying? Mega?
Again, like we're talking about the attention economy, but also this is really relevant to how bootstrap we have been in our experiences online, and how quickly we are constantly kind of dialectically juggling all different types of media. This is immediacy is the style of too late capitalism. We're constantly just have this omnifaucet of slurry of things that have to happen. And so a lot of the experiences we have, like we've reduced experience down to commodity, not just to the point that it's something that we purchase for our money, but our time is must be spent accordingly. Like it's jizzing. Like you just gotta like, all right, if I'm going to do this, I have to come. And so
you know, no, that's real. No.
I'm hearing you. If I have to listen to this, I have to come. And so, you know, I think it's reflective of it's reflective of how a lot of these artists throw a lot of stuff at the board and see whatever hits. It's reflective of these artists' time kind of stamping to hit at certain times where people will be most likely to tap in for that minute or two. I mean, I do the YouTube shit and I'm looking at it, it's like, this is the hours that people are listening to your thing. And it's like, if I really wanted to get down to it, I could be like, oh, it's better if I release this at this time and that time or whatever. Of course, we've thought about that, but we haven't gotten, you know, scientific to the point of it or whatever. Like it is what it is kind of the mantra of today. And a lot of people, when it comes to an album, the album is a thing, but it is also an abstraction in something that is concrete that they might not necessarily have the time for. We oftentimes don't want to, we'd rather have the abstraction than the concrete. We like to hear a part of it and then develop a grand theory that is quickly dissipating. Like, you know, we watch a movie, it's like boom, grand theory. I've got a theory about this, I've got a think piece about this. This is what I really want to talk about. I'll extend it through the entire album, and say that this is what the album is about, and therefore it's become an album. Like, therefore this is Drake trying to accomplish this over these 25 songs that don't really have a through line through them, but it's an album. Like, we have all these methods and methodologies that have shaped us into this like kind of like attention tunnel, that everything is super meaningful but also ephemeral as fuck. And for an artist, like an album, you know, you listen to somebody like More Mother, like that's not easy listening for people. Like that is crafted to be an experience that you're supposed to sit with and listen to. Like, some art was created for that. Some art was meant for you to sit down and experience it in the same way that you watch a movie. But even the way that we watch movies now, it's like you on your couch just watching it with, you know what I mean, just scrolling, playing your games, looking up your things, chatting and watching a movie. This is not necessarily, you know, like the way art is most powerful and most useful, or the reason it is good in the first place. It's just kind of, yeah, these crushing conditions, man. Everybody wants fucking grasping at every phonetical object that somebody else said that they should be paying attention to. I don't know. What is it? What is an album today? What is an album today? It's like, I don't know. Like you show me one, I'll tell you. It's like a Christmas song and shit. Like, is it a Christmas song or not? It's like, well, let me hear it and I'll tell you. Like, is it an album? Let me hear it and I'll tell you. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's like, is Die Hard a Christmas movie? No, nigga. Is a hot dog a sandwich? Like, of course we could do all this, you know, the left and right or whatever, but it's like, it's an album if the artist says it is a collection of their work. And I think that a lot of times an album is also going to kind of denote something about the artist in a particular time and place that is useful historically to judge more of their art from. But you know, it could be anything then.
And I do think that thing you mentioned of like More Mother's approach to her album craft is really interesting. Like, when you compare it to a lot of, because like there are a lot of artists who I enjoy because I find them like deeply fun, and they're still making these projects that feel like a entire thing where it's like, okay, you're supposed to listen front to back, but it's definitely more leaning towards the less I have this one thing to say, and more I have this one like experience to give kind of thing. And I do think like More Mother's work in that context is really interesting because of how kind of like, not, I wouldn't say antithetical, but like in contrast to a lot of the like other music that exists, her stuff is, you know, she has a lot of stuff that is like deeply uncomfortable. You know, I think the album The Great Bailout, that's like that album is, it's a tough listen in like the most perfect way. That, you know, you'd watch a horror movie and you're tense the whole time. It's a similar kind of feeling. And I think that through the advent of and proliferation of like the album, it allows for an artist to really realize that they have you stuck. They have you stuck for a certain amount of time, and whatever they want you to feel during that amount of time is something that they can create. And I think a lot of artists do a lot of really amazing work in utilizing that space, utilizing that moment, you know.
There is an audacity to understand that the way that artists created and the way that we create ourselves, like even through like selfies and shit, you know what I mean? Like, but the way that like some of these artists, they realize like, all right, I have the audacity here to create a master concept that should, even though people are going to get it and have their subjective understanding of what it means, like I am really focused on delivering this specific type of experience, this type of thing. This is my message. This is what I want. And it's an audacious thing to do in today's world, because most people want to get something else out of it. They want to, and it's a fucking weird thing, because, you know, even with films like that, people start getting their own things. They start creating their own headcanons. Like, I've been not theorizing, but I've been thinking about how a lot of these Marvel movies and the hype up for them goes. We'll have like we'll have like an announcement, right, for like Doctor Doom, that's going to happen. And it's like, of course, we know Doctor Doom would eventually be in a movie. He's one of the greatest, like, biggest villains in all of Marvel's, entire fucking history. So he will come eventually. But soon as Doctor Doom is announced, as soon as he is fucking announced to be on the movie, people go back to the other movies and start looking for clues about showing the coming of Doom. And it's like, bro, when they made those movies, they were not leaving fucking breadcrumbs for Doctor Doom in 5 scenes of every movie. It's You're retroactively creating this headcanon and creating this lore in your brain that is completely like it of course is like the comic book fandom does prey on this type of thing and push this type of thing, but it's like that is not the way art actually works, bro. It's like we can't just go back and be like, yo, Tupac said this on this album, so that means he must have been thinking about it in 1982. Yeah. He knew it was going to happen to him. It's like,
it's like it's like all of those projects where someone will be like, yo, this guy said blow up the Twin Towers. That means that they knew it was going to happen. And it's like, nah, these were the biggest buildings. Everyone saw these things. Explanation? It's like everyone saw these things. You're like, what in the Mario movie, they like fucking Bowser destroys the Twin Towers, and it wasn't like they were just they weren't predicting shit. It's just that's the biggest thing there. So it being like a thing that comes up doesn't mean you got to retroactively like make the art say something it wasn't.
They try to blow the shit up in like 91 too. You know what I mean? So it's like doing an album cover with the Twin Towers blowing up. If we understand like historically, we understand what that means and why they wanted to blow that up in the history of these the blowback from all of these these operations that go on through the CIA, FBI, and military force. And so it's like not future, like it's just I don't know, man. It's like the way that people shape their headcanons is so weird that the idea of an album nowadays always comes up against people arguing about like not necessarily what the artist was doing or discussing what the art is about, but more so like what they get out of it. And I guess this is getting away from the topic in a bit in a way because but it's like it's more or less like how subjectivity of the postmodern like neoliberal subject has changed over time due to the material conditions, market forces, and the shaping of the music industry. And now the way that we're sitting here like, wait, like it's gotten to the point where we're like, wait, what is an album now? You know what I mean? Like before an album was like, an album is this collection of songs by an artist put together on a physical piece of things that you get. You know what I mean? And then there's a concept sometimes, depending on who the artist is. And now it's like, wait, what do you mean that Hami did a what? And it's like it's not. I gotta get an X-ray to get on a waiting list to buy. Like what like NFTs and shit like that. It's like what is an album nowadays? It's like I don't even own any of the albums that I'd be buying on Bandcamp. It's like why to support the artist, but is it an album? It's fucking 35 songs, but it's only 25 minutes. Like I don't know.
That is actually interesting, I guess, how like the definition of album with the advent of streaming and with the advent of owning but it not being yours has changed. When you buy something from Bandcamp, like if you don't download it and then Bandcamp explodes, you just don't have it anymore. It's not yours. Well, you know what I mean? You never owned it in the first place, kind of thing. It's like you're sort of like renting it from these spaces, and like super frequently, like streaming services. Obviously, it's not ownership of anything. It is exclusively renting the music you enjoy listening to. Look what
Sony did. They removed like 500 different videos off of their joints, and then next year they're talking about not having physical releases anymore. Any disc anymore. And like you look back at it, like the Bus Driver album Made in Love, like he took that shit off the line completely. It's not on YouTube, it's not on the Bandcamp anymore. So if you didn't download that shit from the Bandcamp, it's like it's lost media. And so it also, this is another tangent, but I think it moves people more towards piracy, which I'm a big fan of. I love theft. I watched The Odyssey today. Shout out to my little 720p. I know I didn't get to see it in IMAX, but that shit wasn't coming here until September 11th. Shout out to September 11th.
Shout out.
Hey, but it's coming out here September 11th.
Bro, you could have waited for a better rip to come out, bro.
No, the rip I got is actually really good. It was good. But also Yeah, but you know what I'm saying. I'm watching on my Samsung anyways.
Where's on
No,
your
I'm
phone?
kidding. I
Like,
watched it on a
crazy.
it was like I could have waited for a better rip, but I was like, you know, like I just wanted to check out the story and see what it was about. I was like, the cinema experience. I'm still going to go to the cinema because it's a beautiful film and I want to see it on the IMAX screen. But what I'm saying is like, yo, people move. They're going to move towards theft and they're going to move toward perhaps. Ideally, they'll move towards theft and they'll also move towards physical art again. It's like,
yeah,
it's like,
yeah,
it makes sense. It makes sense when you don't own anything. Subscription service for your fucking heated car seats on some of these cars. Like, that's crazy. Crazy.
that is outrageous. That is outrageous. That's true. That happens. That's a thing. You buy a car and then you go. That's out. That's insane.
Some of these like luxury vehicles, like the Teslas, they got like, you know, like the auto drive home services. The Mercedes got
That's crazy.
you know what I mean, different services that you have to pay for. It's like you don't just get the car and be like, oh shit, this button warms my ass up. You know what I mean? Hey, this is nice. No, it's like if your debit card fucking dies and you forget to change it up on a new one, man, you might be sitting there with a cold ass. You know what I mean?
It's literally the opposite, bro. Your card declines, they freeze your whole shit, bro. Yeah. That's crazy.
Well, you know, there's patents. There's patents out for that too. There's patents out for them to be able to take control of vehicles and disable vehicles from, you know, the location if you don't pay your car payments or whatever like that. They've got patents. Like every single way that these niggas are going to try to take money from you is they're going to figure it out. That's we've been waiting for them to start. You know, as soon as they start making us pay for air. You know what I mean? That might be when the revolution start happening and shit. Because you know niggas love breathing and shit. Niggas love air.
You love breathing. That's a good point.
You know what I mean?
I don't think people like breathing that much. We'll be all right.
That's why so many niggas got sleep apnea and shit. This is the salt. It's like, yeah, I don't need to.
I hate this shit, bro.
When they make us start paying for air, somebody will be like, bro, you don't understand, bro. They're not gonna be able to like uphold the society if we get air for free, bro. How are they gonna make their money?
Oh, you know, somebody gonna say that shit. It's like, yeah. Not me, man. You just have to pry this air out of my cold dead hands. God damn it! I'm gonna be just holding my breath and blow it in the bag. And shit.
This is mine.
Just going up to people and shit, just sucking the air out of it. Jack move, nigga. I got your love. I got your air, nigga.
Put the air in the bag. Put the air in the bag. Put the air in the bag.
Like, yo, there's a renegade guy going around fucking French kissing people and stealing all their air and shit. He sold $65 worth of air last Wednesday at the fucking Dollar Tree.
$65 worth of air.
That's not even that much, man. You ain't really getting
how much air does $65 buy you?
Oh, you just wait and see, bro. Wait until this shit happen, man. I'm telling you.
Shout out, man.
Wait until Clavicular is president of the United States, man. It's gonna be real bad by then. It's gonna be real bad.
Fuck, bro. Bro, Kamala gonna save us with her dialectics, bro. I'm telling you, that's what we need.
You're right.
Nah, she's gonna start charging for coconuts and shit too. That's probably her next game plan. Shit. We can't trust none of these niggas, man. It's like, you know, they
so off topic.
I know, but
albums, whatever, who cares?
Yeah, but niggas is crazy. Niggas crazy. I remember I was talking to this one cat out here, man. He seemed like a decent dude, but he also one of them cats is like, I know everything, you know what I mean? The smartest nigga you ever met type of personality, but he ain't smart like that. Like I even heard one time he was like, no, if you master the martial art, you have to get your hands registered. Otherwise, if you hit somebody, it could be considered a murder. I was like, nigga, if you kill somebody, it's considered manslaughter in the first place. You know what I mean? It's like you don't gotta get your hands registered. I know I've been around motherfuckers that kill all the time. It's like people that could kill you. It's like this dude told me one time.
Lethal weapons, bro.
He literally told me one time he was in not a meeting, the meeting when they decided to use gangster rap music to destroy the black community. I was like, nigga, you are like 2 years older. What are you talking about, bro? Like,
no. You know what's crazy? And that's not the first time I've heard somebody say that.
bro. This nigga gets around, man. Yeah, it's just like I Love Boosie. They create those costumes, man. That person is around. That skin suit is around. That nigga is created right now. The nigga is going around.
What does he even mean? He was in the meeting. Like, why were you there, bro? Were you helping them? Were you there telling these niggas like, oh yeah,
maybe he was slanging his wares and shit. He's got some new shit to sell. Like, he's like, I don't know, bro. I was just when he told it to me, I was just like, sometimes when I get around these conspiracy cats, they'd be like too crazy with the conspiracy. You really just got to hit it back with more crazier conspiracies than that and shit. I was like, I feel you, dogs. Like, I was like, no, I was like, are you familiar with Dr. Malachi Z. Yorkell, the New Wabu movement in Atlanta? Yeah, they try to say he raped 137 kids. Nigga, he didn't do that shit. He was at that meeting too. He knew about that. You know, that's what you got to hit him with. You got to get him with that. You know
word. I have been hitting the you know that the Alex Jones shit when he was telling them, when he was saying that they were making the frogs gay and shit. I've been just saying that at work lately. Just hitting them with, bro, you know they've been making them frogs gay, bro. Just saying that, just dropping that made conversation. You see the people disperse. You know what I mean? I'm telling you.
My favorite is Illuminati, where he said, you notice every time kids go missing, a new chicken sandwich comes out.
We have the documents. We have the documents. Pull it up right now.
No, Trey, as soon as you said the children, I remember that shit. That shit is pure genius. Because there's no confirming whether that nigga was serious or not. That nigga was saying the crazy shit in the world all the time.
He's always serious.
That's what I'm saying. That guy says the crazy shit all the time. Maybe he really think that the kids are being smushed up and put in chicken sandwiches. And like new chicken sandwiches as well. Like they're making new flavors. Each kid is a new flavor of chicken sandwich. That don't make no sense. Confusing. They got
Hey, last time I was in the States, they got some new sauces that I had never heard of before. So I was like, what is this? This yummy sauce, yum. So what is this stuff here at Jack in the Box? I don't know this.
And then the Popeyes employee turn to you and be like, man, that's little Jimmy, bro.
I was like, little Jimmy. I'm looking at the ingredients and shit. Like, what the fuck is adrenochrome? It's like, you know what I mean? I don't know this. Yeah, that's why shout out to fucking RFK trying to get all that shit about the market. You know what I mean? Trying to save the people from food coloring and shit like that.
Now we have parasites. We have lettuce parasites.
Oh, I heard y'all. You got diarrhea over there, Trey?
Nah, I avoided it, bro.
Oh hell yeah!
I heard it was diarrhea as well. Not even just diarrhea; it's explosive diarrhea, bro.
It's the adjective they're using. They're using explosive.
Explosive.
Super dumb.
They're explosive, bro. You gotta be careful. Trey, man. They out for your ass, bro.
Now that we figured out,
you have anything else to say about albums, or are we just on? We on the next thing.
We can't go backwards anymore. You niggas, you can't go backwards now. Hold up. I'm putting y'all in game.
More than 1 million kids come up missing per year. What do y'all think happened to these kids? And every time people come up missing, the more and more people come up missing, the more they release more chicken sandwiches and shit. I'm noticing that.
I'm noticing that. I'm noticing that. That's pure genius. Bro. I'm noticing that. That's pure genius. That's crazy. That's otherworldly, bro. That's a level of intellect that people ain't seen in millennia. I'm telling you, bro. That's the type of wisdom Jesus had, bro. That's the type of wisdom Jesus has.
And you know who else has wisdom?
Who has wisdom?
Rome streets. I don't know.
All right. He gave him halfway through. He's like, I could think of something right now, but
you find out
24 podcasts in, man. I'm not trying no more, bro.
as someone who picked this topic last minute and has retroactively built on this idea, I also think there's these perfect rapper archetypes almost. And when I think about the Lupe convo we had a while ago, I think these two things do kind of go hand in hand. Where the traditional rap metrics are, you bar out at maximum capacity. and you do the best raps. That's all it takes. If you rap as many words and use as many unique words as possible and make as many bars, you're the best rapper. And there's this disconnect when listening to music because you always have niggas be like, Ransom, bro, Ransom, and like, on paper, I guess Ransom does everything right. I mean, he has the crazy flow. The rhyme schemes, he has these rhyme schemes, layered rhyme schemes, but there's something missing there. I don't like my rappers to be that cookie cutter clean,
I feel
Where
you.
am I going with this?
No, but that's no. Wait, go, Mega. You go.
It's like an evergreen style, the approach is the approach is a tried and true formula that seems to fucking hit. It's like some rappers adhere to that and also believe that it is kind of the core basic formulation of how to be a rapper. And with Rome Streets, I mean, yeah, it's like one of the things I heard Lupe talking about was like tone. It was like the bars is one thing, the poetic device is one thing, but another thing is like the tone. And it's like, yeah, some people got really dope voices and some people don't, and they rap different or whatever. But it is like an evergreen type of style. I compare it similarly. I think there's another kind of maybe the term I'll use loosely is like archetype, right? It's like that is the East Coast or lyrical, not lyrical miracle, because it's not. It's like it is the I don't know, like the battle rap braggadocio street kind of archetype. And on the West Coast, we also got that kind of thing too. It's like the archetype of like the feel good rapper flowing. It's like Kendrick reaches a lot of those things. He's not deep or anything. Like he's not necessarily doing all the twists and turns and landing on the poetic devices. I think that's what Lupe was trying to say when compared to battle rappers. And but I agree. There's like you're able to like. I believe anybody can rap and shit. Like I've seen everybody rap and anybody. Sometimes it'd be whack and be like, but they're rapping, like they're doing a rap, and it actually fits neatly into this box of what should be good, but it just doesn't have that extra idiosyncratic specialness to it, and that's where kind of the brilliance comes into play. I've always said that about Eminem. It's like, like despite everybody being able to, pick up a rhyming dictionary and put everything together like that, the reason that Eminem is what has been so dope at it is because idiosyncratically his brain does function and put together some things in funny, weird ways and really dope ways. And it's like, yeah, I don't necessarily want to listen to that shit either too, but like with Rome Streets, Rome is kind of like, to me, he's like a Elzai. He's like a Sky Zoo. He's kind of like they're the best rappers alive if you focus on them compared to a lot of other rappers that don't do similar things. Like if you're a big Rome Streets fan and the things you compare it to is a couple people around him that you don't necessarily like as much, J. Cole, Drake, and Jadakiss and all those old guys. It's like, yo, Rome Streets is the illest right now. He do everything that they do. He's doper than like what would Drake be saying? He'll be saying shit. Also, he's probably weird. And Kendrick Lamar don't you know what I mean? He want to talk about fucking Kung Fu Kenny and shit. We don't want that shit. We want drug rap. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's what people want. It's like it's cool. It's like I think that there's always been cats who have that evergreen style that it's like no matter what, somebody's going to be like, this is the dopest one. This is the illest one for me. This is the one for me. I've seen it with like I love Sky Zoo. I love Elzai. And when a lot of people's like, yo, I'm gonna listen to the new Nas, I was like, yeah, bro, I'm just gonna listen to Sky Zoo. I just gonna listen to somebody else because they do like a lot of the things y'all get from those artists. I get from them, and it sounds doper to me. And also, I like the production choices. I haven't heard the new Rome Streets, but I heard somebody was saying
it's the best. It's best since a while. I
think Zilla was saying second dopest album of the year. I think he was saying that after the Brian Eno's and the Blockhead shit. Of course, that's new. Could be recency bias and shit too. But also Zilla is one of those evergreen style rappers who is super precise and super good at putting bars together. And it's like, of course he's going to appreciate something like that because it fits perfectly into things that he looks for in rap. Like that is the like I when I was talking to Zilla, I was like, you have an evergreen rap style. I was like, it's perfect. It's like if aliens came to Earth and you were like, what is rap music? It's like I kind of would go to these evergreen rap stylers to be like, this is how you put it together. Listen how they land on beat. Listen to the perfect breath control. Listen to the authenticity of their lyrics. Listen to the production, sample bass usually. Like that's the playbook. You know, you go against that, you start getting weird. Next thing you know, you listen to Wood Teeth by Hike Keach and Those One, and you're like, whatever, what is this? And people just don't know how to handle that, because you know what I mean? Because they're not used to that. And it's like, yo, like if you look at the way that they doing the lyrics and everything like that, it's like, how can you say Dose is whack? But it has to do with people enjoying that evergreen
and
you know
that this kind of also links back into the album thing a little bit. Like, we're so entrenched as being in the underground, being in the underground, but specifically being in the part of the underground that we are. We're so entrenched in the more like zany, wacky styles that, like, when we look at what like the thing that the styles branched off from, we kind of look at that as like a less, not less evolved, but I guess less. Yeah, I think less evolved is kind of the instinct we have towards it when we look at Rome Streets, or like with the more quote unquote basic
Behind
styles.
the times.
You know what I'm saying? Like I think it's super interesting to see that, like, the way that we approach a more normal rapper is super embedded in the culture that we're currently completely embedded in. You know, like the only reason that we have these critiques for Rome Streets, oh no, he doesn't do the weirdness, is because we're listening to the weirdness. You know what I'm saying? Then the way that you I think that is interesting, you know. And I personally, I don't be listening to the type of rappers who just be barring out, because that's not something I find interesting. But in the same way, I don't be listening to like a rapper who be talking about like drugs and shit, because I don't be doing drugs and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like the kind of Trey, leave me alone.
That's your ass. I mean, you're right though. You're right. We are definitely the weird ones. Like I'm like even me. A lot of the conversations about like how I've called, you know, the sportification of hip hop in terms of breaking things in those values, and not just as like particular arts that people are expressing. It's hard to be, you know, it's hard to be normal and shit when it's like your favorite rapper is fucking super duper weird, or like. But me, like, you know, I'm also like, I appreciate all those styles. Like I like Rome Streets a lot. I like Conway a lot. One of the things for me is like there has to be an authenticity there. I've listened to maybe, you know, 10 Rick Ross songs, and it was only because I was bartending at the, you know, and they played at the bars and shit. Yeah. But like I would never listen to that shit for the same reasons that I would, you know, like, I don't know. You know, this is fucking. I wouldn't buy.
No, you don't even need to explain it. You don't even need to explain it.
But it's also like, yeah, it's like a lot of those guys. No, people aren't looking for. They might say that like the height of it is this, but they're not looking for that, because if they were, then, you know, maybe they would enjoy battle rap more. But you know, like I love battle rap. The battle rap heads that I listen to, who are the bar whisperers, like sometimes I'll be listening and be like, damn, that's pretty tight. But then people be like, actually, if you listen to this word, it means this word, and the way he said it also means like wheels, like I wheel, but it's wheel like spoke. So when he said speak, he meant spoke, wheels and spokes, and triple double on dipple. It's like, that's real hip hop. I'm like, yo, that's actually incredible. And some of the greatest you know, writers and lyricists, like, you know, they operate in that space. But at the same time, to like battle rap, you got to look at a nigga that's gonna be like, and then I pull the cap back and I brought gas banana clip for your damn, like, okay, why are you killing everybody all the time? Why can't you just be like, no, I'm dope and you're not dope? Why we gotta
the same way for you, guys?
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
That was kind of fire. That kind of made it.
I don't know. It might have recorded probably you and deliver that banana clip. And
Yeah.
No, but I do find that though. Like when I listen to the battle rap, I'm like, man, like, could you guys not just get along? God damn, nigga.
I just don't like how they always be like, to me, it's like they never, a lot of them is never like, let's shoot a fair one, nigga, I'll beat your ass. They're like, I'll have to kill you with my friends after this, because I'm used to killing people with my friends. And it's like, yo, bro, can't you just like stall this nigga out? Both of y'all rapping together and shit. Like, punch him in the face if you hate him that much.
Punch
Call
him
it,
right
you know what I
then.
mean? It's like,
Punch
if you
him right
so
now.
tough and you can't fight, bro, then you whack to me. It's like, I watch Boys in the Hood. I know what Boys in the Hood said. I know Trey, if you need to use a gun, that was a Friday. Craig, if you need a gun, we used to use these with our hands. Craig, go ahead and hit Debo in the head with a brick, nigga.
Megan took my second movie that I know now. Oh my
Oh,
God.
you seen Friday?
No normal movies.
We fought with these, and then he was like, "Go ahead, Craig, put the gun down. Beat up with your dad. You too little, nigga." It's like, oh, I'm gonna hit this nigga with the brick later. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's the thing I don't like about battle rap. It's like, y'all too aggressive, man. Calm down.
I guess my overarching point with this topic is that I don't really know how to evaluate those rappers because much like most people, like I like Rome Streets. Like I can't think of the time I listen to Rome Streets like, oh, this shit's whack as hell. Like he's doing all the right things, but
you
all
shouldn't
my favorite
ever.
artists, all my favorite artists, like they have some aspect that I could only get from them. With Rome Streets and artists in that sphere,
we got to name more than Rome
borderline,
Streets. He's a billion.
It bore Rome Streets, Ransom, Benny the Butcher,
Conway.
It feels like that whole style has been done to such an extent where, like, no matter how amazing, not no matter. There's still a possibility, but with how amazing Rome Streets is,
I'm getting like weird microphone stuff. Y'all hear that?
Yeah. I just heard that.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
I think it went away now.
Is it gone?
Yeah, it is gone. But part of it always feels like, they could be doing more. You could be doing more. You could push this more, especially like how much talent you have. And I think that's what makes, like, I love Black Thought, and Black Thought could almost be in that archetype, but he's experimented so much and he's done so much, like, just with the sound that surrounds whatever he puts his lyrics over, that I feel like it stands out among the rest. And I feel like with Rome Street's ilk of rappers, it feels very producer dependent on how far they will go with their style.
I feel like I feel like it's one of those things is because even though they're really good at rapping, a lot of it has to do with the content and what they're talking about. And when it comes to that type of content that they're talking about, there's a lot of diminishing returns. When it comes to Black Thought is constantly referencing pop cultural things, historical things. He's also talking about like radical liberational politics a lot more than your Conways, Rome Streets, or you name any of these style rappers that do that type of stuff. And there's diminishing returns on the amount of times that I want to hear you, Boldy James, talk about how crazy it is to sell drugs when you've had a very successful fucking rap career for 10 years. And it's like, if you're still making money and still doing these things, it's kind of weird to me that you are still stuck in this like eternal this really juvenile mind state. It's like, why would I want to listen to Jadakiss come back and diss fucking 38 Special talking about how gangster he is? It's like, Jadakiss, man, it's like, you damn near 50 years old, son. Like, wow, like, say something more relevant. And by diminishing returns, that just means that it gets to the point where it's like, Jay-Z, you can no longer talk about fucking just the things you've talked about, and you've changed. It went from crack, it went to selling products, it went from all this stuff. And it's like there's just diminishing returns. It's like eventually gets to the point where it's like the audience is just like, yeah, okay. Like, how many times can you say this? Like, can you say the same thing with a haiku before nobody wants to hear about the sunset anymore? You know what I mean? It's like everybody loves the sunset, but like, it's like, yo. And it is dependent on a lot of producers sometimes. It's like where you're talking about, Cole, when you were saying that there was a point to you where ST Nack started falling off. And a lot of it kind of was like, you mentioned the producers had something to do with that. It's part of it is because ST Nack's content is always the fucking same. Open Mike Eagle doesn't do that. You know what I mean? Like, he has
breakup album.
Yeah, like, Yeah, it's like and sometimes artists have to do that, and sometimes artists that continuously change and change and change. It gets the same type of diminishing returns depending on the style. It's like, oh, I'm so tired of hearing about you, nigga. Like, just talk about like Drake. Like, oh my god, nigga, why are we always just say? Why don't you talk about anything in like in the world? You know what I mean?
Every time we have a topic in this vein, I'm always good until I feel like a hypocrite because I'm like, damn, I'm a West Side Gun fan though.
Yeah. But there is an idiosyncratic thing about West Side Gun.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, Gunn has a lot of weirdisms to him, though, bro. Like, he's like, as much as he's like doing the similar thing where we're saying, like, having the same topic over and over again. No one else is like spending a whole chorus to saying, "I'm on my own, dick." Like, no one else is doing that. No one else is doing that. He's a weird guy. He's a weird like. He still has those like idiosyncratic things that we're discussing and like that we value. In the weirder artists that we like. He just might do it in a in like a more antisocial topic structure. That's a horrible sentence. Whatever. Who cares? Who gives a fuck? But yeah, I think
voice of concerns.
If you give us money, then you can complain about it. If you get that's the new tactic. That's the new tactic. All of our haters play us, and then you can hate freely.
I guess my point is simply, I need my rapper to have an X factor. You got it, whether it's the voice, whether you got a new flow that only you do, whether it's some shit like that. I just need an X factor, bro. You can't be too clean. You can't be too clean, or I'm gonna forget about you.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like that, I've been even like I'm finding like rappers within the like within sounds that I don't normally into. I've been getting into a lot more of the like trap adjacent type of guys. Like not trap adjacent. I don't even know how to describe this stuff, but like the more experimental side of the trap music, like like in the scene that like the Xavier So based folk are, but not Xavier So based specifically. But like there's this one rapper called Slime Pain who's doing like he's doing that type of like strange like bass like explodey production, but on top of it he's doing like the raps he's doing are very emotional. Like he still has the very like strange like hard to follow flow that like doesn't really feel like it's on beat, but he's there like spilling his heart out and it's beautiful. And there's this one rapper called Percocet Percatrick, I think, and he's still doing the very similar like rapping style to these like other underground rappers like like Xavier So Bass that I mentioned before, but his production is like so much more out there and stuff like that. So it like even within the scenes that I'm not normally into, if I can find that person who's doing something really fucking out there and different, I'm still like latching onto that. And I think within the rap thing of that we specifically like, because we have so many options of weird guys that whenever we look at the people who aren't weird, it's like, oh, what's even the point? Like, why would he give them the time? But I feel like, I feel like if my frame of reference wasn't where I'm already at, I wouldn't have that thing. Like all the people who enjoy that stuff, like maybe Rome Streets was the first nigga that even heard rap like that. You know what I'm saying? Like if you didn't hear Black Thought and you heard Rome, you'd be like, oh shit, this nigga is doing something completely different to anyone ever. Not like
mumble rap's whack.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? If you're hearing this mumble rap shit and then you hear a Rome Street, you're like, oh, he's bringing back what hip hop is. You know, the frame of reference is a very important part of that I think. Oftentimes whenever I start hating on a rapper who I think is regular-degular, I'll be forgetting.
It's oftentimes the most important factor. The subjective perspective is oftentimes the most important factor for people. Historical analysis means very little to anything to people. Yeah.
What producer can we get Rome Street to make him do some weird shit?
Weird?
Ugh. I feel like he could do something beside music.
I mean, but it's going to be the same content. Is for me. It's like I don't mind his production. I like his production.
To your point with the content, like you said, Boldy's very repetitive, but I feel like there's a reason Mangrum and Nichols stood out, and like he's not really saying anything new on that project, save a few specific details of his life, but like the overarching thing, like he's still telling the same stories, still telling the same type of thing, but you know the palette elevated it and made him do something different.
It's presented in a crazy way. the album's phenomenal. The album's phenomenal.
I wonder if he got with somebody who's kind of got a jazz background but does production, like maybe even a Georgia Ann Muldrow could do something with him that could be interesting.
Yeah, like what the LZ album with Georgia and Muldrow. I think like that's his best in my eyes. Like I think
that one was
good.
good.
I think
Really
that's his
good.
best project. Like I think that album's brilliant.
It depends on how much juice you can squeeze out of Madlib, but I feel like there's like Madlib has a like kind of sonic quality that could elevate potentially with a Rome Street, not elevate, but be something different. Blockhead would be fucking weird as shit with him, just because Blockhead has that and Preservation, because they have kind of a cinematic quality to their production, and Rome could get really cinematic.
I think Def C is a great juxtaposition of this, because he can
Another evergreen MC.
Yeah, he's like a chameleon in that way, but he also like incorporates so much of the weird shit and like so much of that experimentation, but also like the subject matter. I think, but to your point, because he kind of does fall in that almost like evergreen rapper,
the rapper's
style,
rapper,
but like the way he like can frame certain topics and make them sincere, or just say something and put it in a way that like you never really heard it described in a rap before. Like that's his power.
Yeah, he's brilliant. Yeah, like the evergreen rap style is like there's so many cats that are super dope at that shit. Like too many cats that are so dope with that shit. It's just that every once in a while, somebody sprinkles that idiosyncratic nature of themselves on it, and it makes it dope. And that's what makes Def C dope, because he's such a thoughtful person and such a dynamic individual that he has the capacity to make some of the type of song concepts that he has. He's not just like a little hopper or street kid that is talking about surviving on the street that we've seen in 50 black cinema classics.
True. Yeah, no, Def C's amazing. Def C's amazing.
Was that your transition, or?
I'll be trying to set you up. I'll be trying to set you up for it a little bit sometimes, but a lot of times we go on for a minute after. I'll be like, all right, I tried. Yeah,
we should do it right there.
Yeah, I didn't do anything to prepare for this, but welcome. Thank you all for joining in for the Grand Black Hood Classic Inquisition for the young niggas. No, I don't have anything planned for this. I wrote down a couple things, and I just wanted to get to the bottom of it, because as I said in the beginning of the show, it's like a lot of these things I feel are big cultural touchstones. They're like kind of a monoculture-ish in the black experience for Americans. And a lot of times when we get together with the family, you're gonna hear somebody say a line from a movie that we all recognize, and we all gonna finish it. I just had a video come up. What's that?
Then do the DiCaprio point.
Oh yeah, exactly. Or the Spider-Man shit. It's like, oh shit, like we're brothers, we're happy, and we're singing, and we're colored. Give me a high five. Hey, yeah, it's like, so there's so many of those things, like, and with my family, especially because my family, if you guys notice, I often talk a lot, and my family's just like me. Like my stepdad, not so much, but my sisters talk a lot, my nephews talk a lot, my nieces, everybody is a comedian, happy, funny, and talks a lot in the family. So these things come up all the time. And growing up, one of the things that kept me and the black folks and us constantly joking were three things that we had, right? The three things that we always fell back on were movies, black movies, hip hop music, and black comedy. We all knew to watch, this comedy, that comedy. We all joked about, my 12th grade years, like that Dave Chappelle Killing Him Softly. We said all those jokes to each other just around the school all the time. I just see it and be like, I don't want to leave no mysteries, spring a little crack on me and go get out of there. It's like we had jokes like that. And so all of these movies that I'm talking about are movies that I didn't even look up. They just came to me off the head. And they are also, one of the things is that there's something about that film that I connected with somebody else on or joked about the shit with.
Yeah.
Most of these, I think all of these films came out before both of y'all were born. And I understand that's a weird thing in order for y'all to get with, because you have to go back and do that. And there's not really as I said before, there's not a lot of black cinema that has these same qualities that kind of captures everybody. I feel like the closest we get to that is when it's like, Ryan Coogler type of thing, Black Panther type of thing. It's like, it's very rare that there's like a black movie that like black folks that I know be like, oh, you gotta watch that one. It's not fucking Sinners or like. So what I like to do is just like say the name of the video, say the name of the movie, and you guys say yes or no, or if you know about it or not. And since I was talking shit about films that are not Christmas films, but people often feel like they're Christmas films, and a film that I watch with my family a lot of times during Christmas because it has a great Christmas scene and also a wonderful blackface scene by Dan Aykroyd, and it also has a man getting raped by a gorilla scene.
Let's go.
Are you familiar with the classic Trading Places, starring Dan Aykroyd, Jamie Lee Curtis, and the great Eddie Murphy? Trading Places.
The
premise of the film is so fire. The premise of the film is so fire. So, anyways, Dan Aykroyd is a rich upper class white man who has.
Oh my god, this is where you get your profile picture from.
Yes, that's Billy Ray Valentine.
That's crazy. That's crazy. This is
I still dress like this nigga too, man. Like if you look at his outfit and thing, I'll be dressing like that. I do lines from that shit all the time. But yes, the premise of it is that these two rich, like fucking Wall Street moguls, they would be the equivalent of like billionaires today. They decide to ruin the rich guy's life and put in his place a poor black street beggar who is Eddie Murphy. And they find out that Eddie Murphy is perfectly capable of doing this nigga's job and making them money just like Dan Aykroyd. And they bet on their lives and ruin, and essentially ruin Dan Aykroyd's life for $1 they bet on it. It's a hilarious movie. It's slow moving because it's older comedy, but it's fucking great.
Like low key. It seems like a really good social commentary as well.
Like, wonderful. I was like, yo, look how they do these black
crazy.
Shit, man.
Yeah, no, that's wild. That's actually brilliant.
Yeah.
When you first started describing it, I was like, okay, yeah, this sounds horrible. But then it got to that.
No, it's fucking wonderful. Have you seen the Keenan Ivory Wayne's classic parody film I'm Gonna Get You Sucker?
Get you sucker. No.
Gonna Get You Sucker.
Oh, Gonna Get You Sucker as well.
That shit is hilarious too. It's a parody of the old blaxploitation films. It's like pre-Black Dynamite. It's fucking great.
Word. Okay, because I have seen Black Dynamite.
His brother dies from wearing too many gold chains, bro. He gets suffocated by all the gold chains.
Like, too much ice, bro.
The streets got to him. He died from the gold chains, man.
All right, let me predict the next one on your list.
Okay, bust it.
Starring Eddie Murphy.
Yes.
Norbit.
No, that's not a black classic. That's too late. That's late, Eddie. We were already off Eddie a little bit with that one.
2007, bro. I've seen Norbit though. I have seen Norbit. I had Norbit on DVD. That shit's a classic to me, dude. I watched that shit so much growing up. I don't even know
why I saw it so much as a kid.
Yeah, it was on all the time.
Now Eddie Murphy is brilliant, and him playing another Chinese man in that shit is great. Him playing a sassy. See, I think I got a problem when they got big sassy black women because I like black women so much. It's like, I'm having a problem here with you.
Crazy.
I'm having a problem here with fucking whatever her name is on that. But my Eddie Murphy film was Coming to America. You've both seen this, right?
Yeah, I've seen Coming to America.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That movie's amazing. That movie's great.
All right. Can either of you say a line, any line from the film?
I don't know if I don't got a line, but I do have a frame of reference that you can is in the movie. The one guy who's got his hair all straight with the not straight, but it's like decurled a little bit. You know what I'm saying? He got the little Prince thing going on. That's a reference.
You talking about Eric LaSalle with the Jerry curl?
I don't know the Jerry Soul Glow. That's what we call that.
Yeah. Oh, I mean the Soul Glow was a Jerry curl. It was basically a Jerry curl. Yeah. That's what all them niggas in NWA had. I never had that.
That's not. Yeah, I mean, that's not. Yeah, no, that's. But I do remember that. That's the thing I remember. I don't got no quotes though. That's the thing. I don't think I watch movies like that. I don't watch movies and then get like, this is the line from it I liked. You know?
Nah, like that movie.
I don't think that's a way that I enjoy things.
I got lines. I'm also the type of person to get lines from movies that aren't the popular lines. My favorite line from that movie is, "Yo, Stu, yo, Rent Stu, motherfucker, don't be pulling that falling down the stairs shit with me. You conscious?" And it's just a random character because he fall down the stairs.
With a
Like,
silent stairs shit with me, you
Rent
conscious.
Stu, motherfucker. And I think it's just hard. I think it's just a fucking wonderful, well delivered line and shit. Sorry, we get a lot of boo boo heads around here.
Wait, do I get points for this? I've seen
Maybe.
Bad Boys. That's not a deep cut. But I've seen
Okay,
Bad
we can go with
Boys.
that. That was a class. I mean, yo, like back then, most of us love Martin and most of us love Will Smith. I watched Bad Boys in the theater and Bad Boys 2 in the theater. I like
didn't
both of
see
those
the new
films.
one.
I've only
Did you see
seen
the
Bad
new
Boys
one?
2. I've only seen Bad Boys 2.
I stopped watching cop movies. I stopped watching cop movies in like 2004. So no, I have not seen
Fair.
a new Bad Boys. Yeah, I don't. I haven't watched.
Whoa.
Damn.
Megan,
I have
you
not
gone.
watched
Your
a cop movie.
microphone- there it
Yeah,
is.
I have not watched a cop movie since about 2004 on purpose.
A little propaganda never hurt.
Yeah. How about, have you seen Who's the Man? Dr. Dre and Ed Lover.
Nah.
One of the
I don't
first
think so.
one of the first like black movies. They used to host Yo MTV Raps and shit, but there's Cool G Raps and Ice-T's and everybody, every rapper is in that shit. It is tremendous. But that is also, they are
Another
cops.
cop movie. Another cop
They
movie.
become cops. They become cops in the
Wow.
community, and then they get out the slumlord and shit. You know what I mean? They find
Ed
out
Lover
the
is
slumlord.
such a good name. Ed
Yeah, it
Lover?
is.
That's
Yeah.
such a good name.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It-
He's
it-
like
it's-
I'd say it's saying he plays Ed. He's in this movie. It says Ed Lover in brackets Ed Lover, and being like he plays the character Ed Lover.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, like if my name was Ed Lover, I'm playing myself in every movie too. That's
Yeah.
real. You know, that's
Hold on,
real shit right
I need
there.
to change my name to my Smooth Money name too. Hold on, shit, right here. Hold on. Y'all know the vibes.
Do we?
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
His name has been normal as fuck this episode.
Who the fuck is that? What?
What you mean? I'm Tony Honey, nigga. That's me. Tony Honey.
My bad.
Yeah.
No, my
me and Ed
apologies. How's
Lover,
that?
man. We go way back. That's my OG.
Ed Lover and Tony Honey.
Ed
Yeah,
Lover
yeah,
and Tony
that's-
Honey. Hey,
That's tough.
Tony Honey started out as a joke when I was really high one time, and it just stayed that way. But okay, how about you? Have you seen? Obviously, you've seen House Party 1 and 2.
I've seen House Party 1.
Okay,
My dad made me learn to dance from that shit.
okay. Kid and play kick
dad-
step. Okay,
My dad made me learn. There was a time when I was like 13. Me and my dad were seeing each other for like frequently. So he was just like, okay, check out Soldier Boy real quick. 1 week I'm learning how to. I'm cranking that. 1 week I'm cranking that. Next week we're watching House Party. It's like, okay, now you're gonna learn because I was dancing for a bit, and that was like a time in the life. And I was learning moves from that movie, dude.
it's
You know,
crazy
House
for
Party-
me to
House
think
Party's
about
fun.
because
Can you still
it's
do the
your dad
moves?
doing that, and I'm. Oh yeah, can you still do it, Cole?
I can still
you
crank that Soldier Boy. I can still crank that Soldier Boy at any moment.
What about
at any
crank
given moment.
that Spider-Man?
I can't crank that Spider-Man.
Crank
can't
that
Spider-Man.
Superman?
I can Superman that hoe real quick. I could if the opportunity presents itself where I need to Superman that hoe, I shall.
Can you crank that? Can you crank that black man stole my bike?
Is that
Crank
what
that
is that?
black man stole my bike.
Black man on my bike. Wait,
I don't know. My nephew and them niggas is doing that shit, man. You know how these
That's
kids
just a
do.
day of the week that ends in Y.
Yeah.
Am I
This
right?
is a dance. This is a dance. My dad didn't.
No,
think
I
that
don't
black man
know.
stole my
I don't.
bike.
I really, you know, what's crazy,
I ain't
Coach,
getting
because you're
pulled by that
talking
one.
about your dad introducing you to this, and I feel like, oh, me and your dad is like pretty close in the same age or whatever.
Yeah.
So this
pretty
is like
similar.
me in 2007 being like, hey, my child, I don't know how to raise people, but I want you to listen to this ringtone rap, and I'm gonna teach you how to crank a hoe. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a real thing that happened to people.
Yeah, that
think
happened
that's
to me.
that might
It
be-
happened to me.
That might be why the
No,
youth all fucked up.
This was 2015 for me. Even I was like,
Oh,
I was
shit.
taught form full sentences and shit. I had thoughts, feelings. You know what I mean? I'm in this
Yeah, object permanence on fleek.
Yeah,
Like,
man,
you
I'm
can't
telling you.
you can't hide that ball. I'm gonna know it's there. You know, it's behind you. I'm not.
It's like, man, I was playing Smash Brothers like 10 minutes ago. I don't want to do this dance, dude. And I'm just
That's
fucking
crazy.
okay. I'm kind
That's
of
crazy.
okay.
All right, next film. How about Friday?
Yeah,
I've
Trey,
never seen
you've
that
both
movie
seen Friday.
in my life. Yes.
I'm joking.
about the
I don't
day
know
in
why
the
I
life of-
expressed. I've seen
It's about
Friday.
the day in the life of a nigga who gets fired stealing boxes, but really it was a local crackhead that did it.
Happens.
Tough time. It was
Friday-
Ezel's. Yeah, Friday's a cultural.
Fridays, like I find, like Friday made me realize the thing you said about slow comedy before. Like Friday is an exemplary of that, bro. That movie is so slow. It's good.
It is.
It's got good jokes.
It
It's
takes
got
its
good
time.
jokes. But that movie, you said you haven't seen it.
He was
Well,
joking. He said he saw it earlier.
Oh,
He said that was his one.
You don't
He said that was
listen.
his one.
My bad. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. I actually don't. But yeah, that movie moves mad slow.
He
It moves
said,
mad
"Yeah, I don't
slow.
pay attention to your bitch ass." Yeah. No, but that's also the thing, and again, this is another product of the attention economy and the immediacy of our culture. Everything must be pop, 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 because people don't have the attention span for it. You go back and watch old movies, man, they'd be slow burns. They'd be hella slow burns. Like the comedy builds up. It's like I watched Harlem Nights. The last time I was out back home, we was watching, and it's funny as hell to me, but I can't imagine putting a 15-year-old onto that. They're like, I watched TikTok videos that got 7 jokes in them in 15 seconds. It's like, wow, man, you gotta calm down with this shit, man. It's like,
Min-maxing.
yeah. Well, okay, here's another one. New Jersey Drive.
Friday after next.
Have you seen Friday After Next and next Friday and Friday After next? Okay.
Yes.
I haven't.
I like the first two quite a bit.
You haven't seen Friday After Next?
No, I haven't.
Well,
Trey.
next Friday is the one you need to see. Next Friday is the one you need to see.
Nah,
Friday After Next is the Christmas one, so you can watch it at Christmas.
You should watch. You should watch that for Christmas.
Nah, that one has man
bro.
rape. They get out of control on that one. That one has man rape.
I ain't gonna be able to watch that one at Christmas. I live with my white grandma, bro.
Why? And she'll love it.
Yeah, just watch Trading Places with her. She'll rock with that.
Trading Places.
Trading Places at Christmas. She's like, oh man, because
I love Eddie Murphy. You do like Eddie Murphy.
I mean, Dan
Aykroyd.
Aykroyd plays at the end. He plays a Jamaican. He put on blackface and played a Jamaican guy, and that's part of the joke. Okay, y'all gotta watch this shit. Yeah, all right. Next, New Jersey Drive. Have you seen New Jersey Drive?
Yeah, it's crazy. No, I have not seen New Jersey Drive. What's this?
I have not.
It's one of my favorites, man. This is probably a bad influence on me because I was stealing cars in high school and shit like that. So like the whole thing is about a bunch of friends who's like they street kids and they steal cars. They boost cars, enjoy riding cars in New Jersey, and it's like a coming of age tale of a kid. Not like a
one thing I've noticed from looking this up, I've looked up basically everything you've said so far. I've looked it up as well. Not all of these movies have, like, not all of them, but most of these movies have terrible reviews. Terrible reviews.
That's the man. Crazy. That's the white man. Nah, that's the white man.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked and surprised.
I mean, that's
what about
that's partially the reason why
these
people like
classics,
Ryan Coogler are hyped, and because in their view, this is the first time black movies are quote unquote good.
New Jersey Drive is fucking amazing. Friday, amazing. House Party, amazing. Who's the Man? Pretty trash. Coming to America, amazing. What about? Let's go back. Oh, okay, here's one that got good reviews. Soul Food. This must have got good reviews, I imagine.
Soul Food.
They had like a hit Boyz II Men song on it or some shit, if I recall correctly. Soul Food.
It's got a mix. It's got 3.5, 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10 is really pretty cool.
Okay, that's a good film.
Yeah, I haven't seen this movie. I ain't seen this movie though. I didn't even recognize these actors.
Hilarious.
Black Granny got to get her foot cut off because she got diabetes. You know what I mean? That type of film.
Happens.
Soul Food's great. It's a good family film and shit. It's sad too. All right.
I'm trying to remember this one movie I watched. I watched this one black film. It's like it's about these girls and they're just like doing their just living life and like getting in love with folk and shit. But it keeps on having these scenes that like really feel like they shot this scene like 20 different times and didn't know which the best take was. So the scene would be happening. One of the girls would cry. It would then fade out, and then it'd fade back in, and they're all just having a good time. What was it? And this one guy, this black man was cheating on this lady. I need to find this movie.
Baps. Is it Baps?
Oh no, it was like a group of like it was shit. The movie was bad.
Mega, you
Oh,
know
I'm
my
gonna have to ask my
problem.
mom. I'm gonna have to ask my mom. I want to message her
What's up,
right
Trey?
now.
You know my problem, Mega.
Go on, Trey.
I was playing too many Medea movies as a kid. That's my problem.
Oh, I actually have
many
never
what
watched a Medea movie.
You
Medea.
never watched a Medea movie?
No, I would
What's
never.
Medea?
Nigga, that's all I want. Wait, you don't know what Medea is? Tyler Perry?
Medea? No, I stayed clear from Tyler Perry. I stayed
Tyler
clear.
Perry was cross
Tyler
dressing as a
Perry
sassy older black woman.
plays Medea,
It was ratchet as
older
fuck.
black lady who
No,
has
yeah,
all the baby tropes.
Yeah, it's
And
basically the
that's
equivalent of
crazy.
like Ernest.
Is Medea like a southern thing? Like the southern people gravitate?
No,
to
black.
Medea
I
more?
mean, I was in Texas at the time. It was really popping, and people liked it out there. I was already grown, and it's like
This
I
is
was
still
not watching
ongoing?
no Medea.
A movie of this came
I
out
don't
last
think-
year.
Was it Medea
Medea-
Goes to Hell?
Medea's
Medea Goes to Space.
Medea's
got all the
Destination
Medeas.
Wedding, bro.
Yeah,
They got
it's
Medea's
very-
Destination Wedding.
The movies are very problematic.
Medea's Witness Protection is a fire ass name though.
the
Can't
bad
lie.
dude. The bad dude is always it's always a bald dark nigga. That's the bad guy, and it's a light skin cat. It's the
crazy
good guy.
colors. Yes.
I swear to God, it's always a bald head dark nigga. That's the bad guy in them shits. I like I said, I've never seen him, but everybody put me on to it. They told me the history of it. They told
So
me how it
Tyler
was.
Perry,
yeah.
Tyler Perry, he just be getting in drag and then just making the
Tyler
movies
Perry's
like
demon.
every year.
All the problematic aspects away. It is a very impressive performance. What he uses that talent for is forgivable.
I gotta admit, like I even started getting away from Eddie, from Martin Lawrence a little bit when he started doing them Big Mama House joints and shit. Like I don't know. I don't like seeing black men playing. Like when I was a kid, I didn't mind Shanae and LaWanda, from Jamie Foxx and them and shit like that, and Flip Wilson and stuff like that. But as I got older, I started to feel really problematic about watching black dudes do sassy black women who was just like something about it just never sat well with me. So yeah, I don't fuck with Medea.
It is the Medea thing, that shit that like all them. What's that one comedian who's just a dickhead? Cat Williams. Is that shit that Cat Williams be?
Cat Williams was
Is that shit that Cat Williams be on about when he's like, and then these niggas be wearing dresses, da 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 da. Is Medea like the that's like Agent Zero? That's like
No,
Project Zero
really.
on that, or is it like
But kind
he was doing?
He talks
was
about
the first black man in a dress.
I don't know,
He was
Flip
the first-
Wilson maybe. It probably happened before that, but probably Flip Wilson.
There's like several instances.
Flip Wilson was big. The Flip Wilson show was big, and Flip used to get into drag. But those are the type of roles that they used to make niggas get into back in the day. There was there's the whole thing about it, emasculating the black man, and a part of it was that. And I think that's also one of the points that Cat Williams was getting on with that too. Is like there were certain lines in the sand that he drew that he just didn't want to do, which a lot of his people did, and that's their choice. And sometimes it's funny, and sometimes it's people that I really enjoy doing that, like Eddie Murphy. But at the same time, I kind of like. I'm not saying I'm a fan of Cat, but most of the time I see Cat, I be like, yeah, he's like he ain't saying nothing too wrong about specific things. Of course, be dumb as fuck in a lot of ways, but with that, I was kind of like, word life, man. You gotta watch out, otherwise, next thing you know, you be Kevin Hart and shit, and the joke writers be all white on your roast and calling you a little black monkey and shit. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's like,
oh my
just
god!
like,
Did
nah,
you see
niggas,
the roast they did? Did you see the roast?
I would never
they
watch
did?
that. I would never
No,
watch that.
clip of it.
I saw a clip. Some white guy was saying that if they were gonna lynch Kevin, if they were gonna lynch him, they'd have to use a bonsai tree. A white man said that to him.
Yo, I seen something that said it's like out of the 23 writers, only like 3 of them were black. It's funny, but you don't want to say it. Like you can't. You have to be black to make that joke, and you have to be black to write that joke, and you have to be around only black people to be able to laugh at that joke. You can't put that shit on Netflix where the majority of the population, 70% of them, is going to be that audience. You know what I mean? The wrong audience. It's like. I used to not talk shit about Obama back in the day because I always felt like it's bad things I got to say about him. All these white people got so much negative shit to say about him, I'm just not going to let them know. You know what I mean? But back to, let me get back to it. Let me pull it back. My fault. All right, here we go. How about South Central? Have you seen South Central?
That sounds familiar.
OG Bobby Johnson. I'm a blast through these last few. Yes or no's?
I don't think I've
OG
seen
Bobby
this.
Johnson. Deuce.
I
don't know that?
I vaguely remember this.
What about Belly?
Belly.
Yes.
Yeah. DMX, Nas,
No, I haven't seen this.
Yes.
Hype Williams
This
film.
poster's tough as hell. God damn.
Oh, aesthetically it was beautiful. It was shot by Hype
Yeah.
Williams, and that's about the best thing about it.
No,
And
yeah,
DMX
yeah,
does some
that's
really good acting in it. It's visually dope as fuck.
It
Yeah.
does look really brilliant, like in terms of just like visuals on it. Is it a good
the
movie?
opening, it's okay. The opening scene is really tremendous. Like the way that they walk into the joint is black lights, and they got the glowing contacts, and it's playing however do you want it, but it's in slow motion. That shit is the movie is very visually pleasing, but it's also stupid as hell. Okay, next joint, Dead Presidents.
Dead Presidents.
This is a fantastic film. If this got bad reviews, then fuck whoever's doing any of that, because this is a fantastic
47%, 3.6 out of 5.
Yeah, 47.
6.9 out of 10.
Nigga, this is one of the most tragic films, man. This is one of Chris Tucker's best performances. Got Bakeem Woodbine in it. It got my man Keith David in it, man. Dead Presidents. Of all the films that I've talked to you about watching right now,
Bakeem Woodbine
of all the films,
just like Dave Chappelle. I thought they were the same nigga until just now.
Nah, of all the films that I told y'all to watch so far, this one first.
Look up that guy.
This one first.
Hey, look up Bakeem Woodbine. That guy looks exactly like Dave Chappelle, bro. That looks exactly like Dave Chappelle.
He looked like evil Dave Chappelle. He looked like tough Dave Chappelle.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Especially back in the day when Dave Chappelle was
I
skinny.
they were the same guy, bro.
I see it in some pictures.
I did. I still they were the
That's
same.
like a joke
The
that people
pictures,
say. I don't.
Some of them with the hats, I kind of see it, but not really.
Okay, another Bakeem Woodbine film, Life.
No.
Life. No,
You've not seen Life? Oh my god, Life with Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence.
Is Life good?
Film. Life is great. Life is great.
So Life and Dead Presidents is
Life, Dead Presidents is in I would say New Jersey Drive, but let me name a few more and then we'll get to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. They have some recommendations though.
We already hit the Ghost Dog has not been seen. I like that one a lot.
Yes.
What about Fresh?
Let me look this up. That one sounds familiar.
Now this is a
one-word movies.
It's black. You're lucky they spelled it right. You know we like to spell shit wrong in hip hop. You're lucky they didn't spell it with a PH. I'm pretty sure there is a Fresh movie with a PH too. By the way, Fresh. No, Fresh is tremendous. Samuel Jackson.
I don't think this is one that I watched while like conscious that I was watching it. But I'm looking at the images right now. This is like one of those things I watched when I was a kid, and oh, that's cool.
That's fresh. I got a New Jersey Drive shirt too. That's my Brutalist brand. If you guys are into Brutalist, here we go. Ichi the Killer, Brutalist. I came up with that name before and Brutalesque before that movie came out, and they tried to take my whole shine and shit like that.
That's crazy. Them niggas. Brutalist. Yeah, no, you invented Brutalism.
My clothing brand. My. I did it different.
Yeah.
Also, I started spelling brutal-esque, like ESQUE, brutalesque. Yeah. But what I did is put a lot of ill shirts on. This Ichi the Killer right here, you know what I mean? Boom. All right. Fresh is amazing. Fresh is amazing. White director, but Fresh is amazing. How about Paid in Full?
Well, all of the other ones you mentioned, black directors?
Probably not. A lot of times they wouldn't get black directors on them, but I'm like Menace
You
Society.
You pointed out that, so I was curious.
Yeah. But this one feels artsy. That's why it was Lars. Who's it? Lars. I forget the name of the director, but it's tremendous. It's amazing. It's also one of Samuel L. Jackson's best performances, or my favorite performance from him. One of my.
This
favorites.
one has good reviews.
It's amazing.
88%.
It's amazing. It's amazing. Also, they use the intro on Big Pun's first album, Capital Punishment. Bam, Spider-Man goes down. Bam, Daredevil goes down. Bam, X-Men go down. Punisher be taking all them niggas out. And he said, X-Men whoop the Punisher. Yeah, it's hard, but it's a great movie. It's a great film. It's also got Giancarlo Esposito in that. And Giancarlo Esposito is also in Coming to America. But how about Above the Rim?
In it. Oh yeah. Above the Rim.
Cameron is tremendous in Paid in Full.
Pretty sure I've seen Above the
I've
Rim.
not seen Above
As
the Rim.
Rico, and that's loosely based on a real story, but it's really good. It got what's his name? Wood Harris. Wood Harris is in that shit. And Wood Harris is so good in it. Yeah, Wood Harris is in that shit. Dame Dash is in there too a little bit. You know, we've got Future from 8 Mile. If you know
the best
him.
rapper with a unibrow as well. Best rapper with the unibrow are at the front of it, bro. I'm telling you.
Oh
no,
not Paid in Full. Above the Rim.
Above the Rim. Above the Rim.
Above
Are we
the
not
Rim.
talking about Above the Rim right now?
Tupac.
I was talking about Paid in Full for a second, but yeah. Above the Rim.
You mentioned Wood Harris, and Wood Harris is in Above the Rim, so
that's right. He's a goon too. Above the Rim also has Leon in it. Leon.
He's a goon.
Yeah, he's one of the goons in it.
Oh yeah,
a hitman, a henchman. I'm not talking about a marathon masturbator. Come on, man. Y'all got to get with the old school slang with me sometimes, man.
You're right. You're right.
I'm not
talking about old movies right now.
He's gooning the whole shit.
He's a gooner.
That's crazy. Nah, he's not. But Above the Rim, we got negatives on that too. So you guys are like 2 for 17 right now.
Stop.
Is that what we have? All right. How about CB4? CB4.
Oh,
because I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm biggity black, y'all. It's a parody of like NWA.
This is one that I've seen. This is one that I know I've definitely seen, 100% seen. Remember zero about.
Okay.
I mainly remember it because Slum Village has a song called CB4, I think, and I remember that being like, oh, why is it called that? And then I looked it up, and then I watched the movie, and then I forgot the movie.
Okay.
Yeah. I did the knowledge, and then I forgot the knowledge.
We're getting to like 140, so let me just rifle off a few, and we'll get like a yes or no, and like 30 seconds come on. Speed round. Boys in the Hood.
Yes.
Do the Right Thing.
Yes.
Boys in the Hood used to scare me. Yes.
Right. Yes. I've watched that movie a lot of times.
I almost cried to that shit the other day. I was watching scenes last night, preparing for this. Higher Learning.
No,
I don't think so.
John Singleton is great. They could cut out the whole white girl part of that film, but yeah, great. The Mac.
Yes, I had a black exploitation phase because I was listening. I'm big into soul. So I was listening to a lot of the soundtracks of these things and then finding the movies off of them. Shout out Willie Hutch.
Menace to Society.
Yes.
No.
Colors.
Colors. Yeah. Colors.
Police.
Movie.
It's about cops in Los Angeles and shit.
I'm not seeing this.
Never mind.
It's Robert Duvall and Sean Penn. That one's a rough watch. You know, it's cops fucking up people and shit like that too.
But rough in terms of like
it's not the most enjoyable film to rewatch as a classic, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What about New Jack City?
No.
I
Okay.
think so.
That's a classic. That's a lot of, that's the Carter. That's where the Carter comes from. Lil Wayne and you know what I mean?
What is it? Okay. Is that what you recommend?
I recommend watching all of these because they're black cultural touchstones that I think that all have tremendous merits in different ways, whether they're comedic or whatever. Harlem Nights.
No, but that one is actually on my watch list though. That's one that I've actually been meaning to watch.
I recommend Trading Places before that because it's funnier. But Red Fox, and also Set It Off.
Yes.
No.
Okay. The 5 Heartbeats.
The 5 Heartbeats.
Yeah.
What the 5 Heartbeats? No, I'm thinking of the 5 Bloods. I was thinking of the one. I was thinking of the
Spike Lee joint that came out the other day.
Yeah. That's what I was like. Something like that. Like no, but I hadn't seen that.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. They coming to see the Temptations.
What's the movie?
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. What's that?
What's the movie about the Supremes? Not the Supremes. Is it the Supremes?
You're talking about Dream Girls? It's kind
yes, that movie is brilliant. I love that one. I love that movie.
No, that one came out a little bit later.
Wait, I fuck with Crooklyn. So have you seen Crooklyn?
Crooklyn's good too, yeah.
Crooklyn.
Crooklyn is good too. What about Baby Boy?
Yes.
No.
Baby Boy is the greatest comedy of all time. It's not even a comedy, but it is so.
Baby Boy.
Tyrese is the most
unintentionally
unintentionally.
watching that.
He's the most unintentionally funny person I've ever seen. His facial, like his emotion, he's like a giant baby. And in the beginning
Is
of the
Baby
movie,
Boy-
he's like in a womb. He's in a womb.
Yep, no, yeah, bro, that used to scare me as a kid too.
Is
Yeah.
Baby
I was like,
Boy that movie? No, I'm thinking of the wrong movie. What's that movie where one of the guys from the scary movie pretends to be a little person?
Little man.
Little
Little man.
Little man.
I'll tell
Little
you,
man.
There was a time niggas used to watch every single black movie, bro. And Little Man, yeah, he's like a little
Terrible movie.
homunculus, but he pretends to be a baby to steal.
Terrible
Man.
movie.
All right,
It's terrible.
no, nigga, we can't talk about Little Man on this. I'm not putting that in the black classic, the grand category. Nigga, no. All right, what about class act? Blade Brown.
No.
That's
No.
Kid and Play again. How about Hustle and Flow? Another great black film.
Hustle
Don't
and
think so.
Flow.
That one's kind of one of the later ones. That came out probably 2004 or some shit.
2005.
Yeah.
It's a
You
cool
know
name.
it's hard
Oh,
out
this
here
is
for
hard.
When they
This
gotta
post-
make the money for
Actually,
the
I might have
rent.
seen this.
No, it's like
No, I might.
it's the thing that made every black person realize that they wanted to be like a hood rapper. This is the black 8 Mile.
What?
Yeah. It's actually the black 8 Mile. A Memphis pimp. I was watching C Shrimp the other night, and it's like, oh my god, this is so corny. This ain't no way this ever happens, ever in anybody's life. It's like too real, but it's so fucking corny. All right, In Too Deep with God, LL Cool J.
No.
Ooh. That one rings several bells.
He shoved
I
a pool
think
cue
so.
up the guy's
'cause
ass to kill
my
him.
mom had like a crush on LL Cool J heavy. So I feel like I've
Okay.
seen that one.
Okay.
Yeah, I've seen this. Yeah, I've seen this.
Yeah, it's an undercut of cop film. I don't watch that one too much. Don't be
Yeah,
a menace in South Central while
Yeah,
drinking your juice in the hood.
Sorry. Say that again. Say that one more
Don't be a menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood.
time. I think I've seen this, but I didn't know it was called anything other than Don't Be a Menace. Yeah, I have seen this.
This
I have
is a
seen it.
comedy. It's a comedy.
Yeah. I've seen this. I didn't know it was called anything other than Don't Be a Menace, though.
My favorite scene is when he
That's
comes
crazy.
into the house and he's swinging like Trey and Boys in the Hood, but all the little kids are around because she got like 8 kids and he punch all the little kids in the face. Almost pissed myself in the theater watching that shit.
As much as it's like the thing everyone knows, the part when he's doing the remote with the bomb and shit. That's tough. That shit's hilarious. Have
Do
you
you have
seen that? Yeah, have you seen that one clip of who are those two movie critics? And they're just talking about how it's like these two white dudes. I'm forgetting their names. I had this really good conversation with Bleach.
Siskel and Ebert?
I think so. They're having a conversation about this movie, and one of them's like, I find the stereotyping in this movie kind of disgusting. I feel like it's not really like good for the people. And I feel like watching that, like, because I'd seen that clip and then I watched the movie. So I did it the other way around. I'd seen that clip and then I watched the movie, and I'm watching it with those ideas in mind, and I'm laughing at it because it's funny, but I'm also like, where's the line between
so
this?
everyone
Like,
knows I disagree.
It parodies black culture in a weird way. I mean, when they walk into the liquor store, the white dude comes in and goes ding dong, and when the black people go in, they say niggas. There's so many things about it. There's so many. It's fucking hilarious. It was so hilarious. That thing where, have you ever heard the message? Have you ever seen that? Like, that's
my mom
from
says
that
it all the
movie.
time. My mom says it all the
Message.
time.
Yeah, that's Keenan Ivory Wayans popping up as every once in a while. He message because
they weren't
Oh.
referencing something. They said that. I thought that they were referencing it. Oh, word. Okay, because I was. Yeah. That's a movie I watched fairly recently. Like, I'd say like in the last year, I watched that.
It's great. What about The Wood?
The Word.
I love this because I grew up in Inglewood and it's Inglewood. So
No, I haven't seen it.
that's like a coming of age show. That's not too great. How about Poetic Justice?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Booty
That movie's
Call.
good. No.
I feel like I have.
Booty Call is funny. Booty Call is funny as hell.
Oh no, I probably.
Yeah, no.
I feel like saw this in my peripheral while with my grandparents.
All right. Let me do 2 more. Barbershop.
No.
Don't think so.
All right, and this is perhaps the greatest black film of all time with the greatest black cast and black cameos of all time. This is the greatest superhero film of all time, Meteor Man.
I've heard
Meteor
of
Man.
it. I don't think I've
I
watched
don't know
it.
that one. I don't know that one.
Meteor Man.
Oh shit! This post is
Boy, he looks fire. What the
yeah. This fit is
Golden Lord.
crazy.
Baby Lords.
Say that again.
Get-
One more time.
What? Golden Lords. Baby Lords. Kick it, Larry. Kick his ass, Larry. Yo, fucking Meteor Man is incredible. It's about a black man who's a school teacher living in like a dystopian inner city ghetto and shit, and he gets hit with a meteor that gives him powers, and he starts changing the community. And there's a group of gangsters who are called the Golden Lords who have a white boss that he has to fucking go to combat with. It's very on the nose, like black message, but it's fucking great. And it's Robert Townsend, one of the greatest of all time, motherfucking Robert Townsend. And this is one film that I say you should watch. It's a comedy, but you will see Luther Vandross is in there, Big Daddy Kane, Color Me Bad. Everybody's in this. Bill Cosby, Marla Gibbs, James Earl Jones, Eddie Griffin, Robert Townsend. Like they're like literally every nigga that's alive in the world. Don Cheadle is in this shit. Every nigga that was alive that
James Earl Jones is dead.
Don Cheadle is so funny, bro.
I know, but this came out in 1993, Trey, and it's like it has fucking Cypress Hill is in it. Fucking everybody, Eddie Griffin is in it. Everybody is in this, man. Like, yeah, shit. I want to fucking. I'm telling you, yeah, Roy Fagan. Hold on, man. Don Cheadle, Bobby McGee, Bill Cosby, Big Daddy Kane, Sinbad is in it. Yeah, man. I mean, it's the whole group of Another Bad Creation. You guys might not know that, but that's an old Def. There were a kids group by So Def back in the day. What is it? Aisha, you are the best I ever had.
I know that song.
Aisha. And Another Bad Creation. ABC, BBD, the East Coast family. All the steaks you can get next to. No, man. All the Philly cheese steaks you can get next to. All right. What about see? Okay. Give me the Great White Hype. The Great White Hype.
No.
The Great White Hype.
Shit, that shit is amazing. It's amazing. It is about a great white hype boxer, and it's a black film. It's fucking great, and the soundtrack is dope as fuck. They got a Bone Thugs and Harmony song on there that's dope as fuck. Shoot 'em up, 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 shoot 'em up. You like my singing shit?
Yeah.
Anyways, they got Samuel L. Jackson, Jamie Foxx, and everybody's in that shit too. It's amazing. What about okay, last one. Promise the last one. The Players Club. Bernie Mac.
Nah.
Bucket naked women, bucket nakeds. They went to Africa and they see all them black women bucket naked. You didn't see that?
No.
Bucket naked women.
No, that's not one that came on my list, bro. I'm sorry about that. I'll get to it.
That's actually one for Goonin. That's kind of one for Goonin. That one, not like real good. You got Lisa Ray on that shit. Lisa Ray, and he used to be the one. Once Stacey Dash was out, we was like, "Yo, Lisa Ray the next."
That's so crazy.
Anyway, that's been it for Mega Church's Grand Black Hood Cinema qualifiers. Yeah, I would like us to discuss some of these. Some of these films have deep.
Hey,
I'm so down for us to watch Ghost Dogs and then talk about it next episode. I can't lie to you. I'm so down to do that. The other one I was talking about. The other one that sounded really interesting. Hold on, let me get my
Dead Presidents or
Dead Presidents is tremendous. But that's not so funny. Like Ghost Dog is good. Ghost Dog, but so many of these, like if you want, I'll give you my top 5 of what I would prefer to watch again to discuss, because some of them are really good. Some of them are really good. Yeah, I love New Jersey Drive though, but it's also like a childhood film for me. It's like it was really New Jersey Drive and Menace to Society were probably the 2 most impactful black films that I watched as a kid, besides Dead Presidents. Dead Presidents made me hate the United States of America. Menace Society made me want to be a gangster, and New Jersey Drive made me feel like being a gangster was a bad idea.
Wait, give me a second.
Now
You
you're a
guys
podcaster.
jump into recommendation.
Jump into the
Wow,
recommendations.
recommendations.
All right, yeah, let's get to the recommendations. For me, shoot, I watched I Love Boosters, which I really enjoyed. I wouldn't mind having a conversation about that. I'm waiting to do that with Diami, hopefully. Today I watched The Odyssey. I've also watched 3 Japanese films over the last week or so that were all great. But yeah, I watched The Odyssey, and I kind of don't like, I've seen the controversy, people being like, it's not historically accurate to have niggers in. I mean, it's not historically accurate to have black people in this film, and the costumes look they look mediocre and doesn't look set in the time. It's like, bro, like even in ancient Greece, the Odyssey was an epic that was supposed to take place hundreds, perhaps thousands of years. My recommendation so far, I guess, is The Odyssey, which I saw today.
Okay.
Yeah. And it was just like tremendous to see the backlash, because I was not tapped into that, but I going on to find out about the film and after I watched it, I wanted to check up with one of my favorite movie reviewers on their opinion about it and stuff like that. And I was just like, okay, yeah, the film was fine and phenomenal, but it also kind of subverts the actual story in a way that I thought was tremendous. And I think that if the right-wing talking heads that like to hate on tokenism and palette swapping and things of that nature, who are all deeply upset about the wokeness of them, if they would have watched this, they would have actually had things to discuss that were pertinent. Because without giving spoilers, I think the central premise of the film is directly talking about how this person, Odysseus, has gone to war, and throughout all of these wild trials and almost supernatural things happening, he gets back and realizes that he was the one who kind of changed the world and created this violence, and it's like all the unwritten rules, or the back then written rules about decorum and decency that warring nations had, and the adoration and respect for the gods. He was at the spearhead that threw civilization into disarray, because they lied with the Trojan horse to get into Troy, and that's where the story starts. Everything spirals from that. And this is an epic that's been interpreted, several times. We even have the Troy movie that looks at it from a completely different perspective. But man, the way the storytelling and this, just like the cinematic scope and scale, also the incredible acting by the people and the musical score, I was tremendously impressed, even watching my little fucking my screener rip that I got from it. I didn't watch it in IMAX. It doesn't come out here until 9/11. But man, I really walked away from the film feeling as though that there was like, Odysseus is not suffering from any garden type variety of like PTSD on his journey. He's realizing, processing, not in ways that he wants to, and freaking out about, coming to terms with the things that have happened and the reason that he hasn't made it fucking home yet. It is so like as you watch the movie, it's like, wow, weird shit's happening. But the way that they put that little bow at the end, I was just like, oh my God, this is an epic unlike I've ever seen before. And
are you a big fan of Nolan generally?
Yes, absolutely. I wouldn't go so far to say that I'm like a stan. Like, I think Interstellar is pretty good. I like The Dark Knight. I love Memento. The Prestige is really good. I really like Tenet. I like Tenet a lot. Tenet is probably the movie. It took me a while to like, once it clicked for me, I was like, this is incredible. I just watched it back to back like 4 times in a row one time. Not during one day, but like I watched it and I was like, oh, I'm gonna watch it again, and I'm gonna watch it again, I'm gonna watch it again over a couple of days. And it's like it's so tremendous. But his storytelling and usage of time is always really fascinating, and his scope and his scale of things and just framing it, I thought it was really good. And even we have they complain about a lot of things. They what's her name, Lupita?
Who's they?
you know, the woke haters. They had you know, they had
Yeah, they had
Lupita
my
and
Travis
being
Scott in
black,
there.
and then
Yeah,
they
Travis
they
Scott's in
also
there as
hated
well.
on what's the Elliot at not Ellen,
Oh yeah,
Elliot
no, it
Page
is. You
now.
had it right. Yeah,
Elliot
Elliot.
Page, and
Yeah,
Elliot
yeah,
Page is phenomenal in it. Like the like I hadn't seen her really since the
yeah.
Umbrella Academy, like when it was kind of first post transition. But you know, like now it's like I was like, oh man, her voice is fucking tight
Yeah.
now. It's like
Yeah.
she kill or he kills. He
Yeah, yeah,
kills. And I just was so impressed. Like Matt Damon might be the best Matt Damon we've seen. It's so good.
Whoa.
I
only
really
know Matt
really
Damon.
like it. I really like it.
I only know Matt Damon haters at the moment. I need to lock in on that.
Have you not seen Good Will Hunting?
I have
It's
some
great.
good one.
It's great.
I hate the Odyssey, but not for those reasons, but
Why do you hate it,
because
Trey?
I don't believe Travis Scott should ever be platformed.
You don't think he should be platformed because he's black or because of other reasons?
Because he makes terrible music.
You know, he's just he raps in it. That's all he's doing is rapping in it. He's the nigga
raps
inside of
in
the
the
he's in the
movie?
he's inside of the hall, and he's always like, I got a story to tell.
Well, the
Let me
director
tell.
was like, you
That's
know, I wanted to include him because something about rap being like the closest thing to like the fucking Greek storytelling or
history.
something.
Yeah,
It was
You know
it
who
was a
else
cool
was in it?
sentiment. It was a cool sentiment, but it was like, why Travis Scott?
I know what Travis Scott looks like, but I really didn't even notice him all that much in the film. Like also the nigga that plays Dr. Dre is in it too, I think. I might be wrong about that, but
What do you mean? Who plays Dr. Dre?
in the NWA movie.
Oh,
The nigga
okay,
played
well.
Dr. Dre. No, the rapper formerly known as Dr. Dre. He came out recently and he let us know he's not a doctor at all. It was a lie the whole time.
He was lying the whole time,
He
bro.
was falsifying all of his medical credentials. This nigga does not have any PhD whatsoever.
His
Liar.
name the whole time is actually Doctarius, bro. We just got tricked, bro.
Right. No, now he uses. We've been recently calling him Mr. Dre. Yeah,
Doctarius Andre,
Mr.
bro.
Dre.
We got tricked. That's fucked.
Yeah.
Doctarius Andre.
Lying
That's
ass
messed
nigga,
up.
man.
Fucked up, bro.
That's a good
Fucked up.
hack though. Be like, yeah, my name is Doctarius Dre. Doctarius. Yeah. No, but it's a good. It's like I fuck with it. I really enjoyed it. I also loved I Love Boosters, man. I Love Boosters was so it swerved on me harder than I thought it was. I didn't think it was going to be as surreal as it got.
I still haven't seen it.
It swerved hard. It swerved hard. I'll keep quiet about it. Now
Yeah,
they got a really good version of it up now, man. It's like it's
the digital's out. The digital is out, so you can just watch it.
I watched it. I thought
My
it was.
Oh, no, go on. Anything else?
No, I was just saying. I thought it was phenomenal. Boots Riley continues to be one of the illest niggas alive. Shout out to the Coup. Shout out to Boots. Shout out to Oakland. Shout out to all the Marxists. Shout out to all the communists. I don't think he's a Marxist, but shout out to the communists. Trey, in the film, they literally be like, "This is dialectical materialism."
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Then they explain it wrong, but they still,
I thought that as well, Mega. I was watching it and I was like, I don't know if the best way to explain it is by like if you
thesis,
deconstruct her, it's like it's like the parents. I don't think that's the best way to explain it. I don't think that's intuitive to me, at least. I don't feel like
my bigger point was like kind of the Hegelian notion of like thesis, antithesis, synthesis. Like that's not really one of the core components of dialectical materialism or how we approach it. It comes from that, but it's very rare that like you'll hear like Lenin or anybody else really get into using that kind of tribunal, like that term that is super like Hegelian in his approach. But I thought them fucking was tight though, because I was like, oh, she thick, oh, mama was thick, oh, I just miss black women. I miss black women so I can hate living in Tokyo. I miss black women so much.
Okay, my recommendation. Quickly, the Coup. I've been after I was schooled as like after I was informed that I was a fucking idiot who's stupid and should die. I was like, okay, I'll go check out their music then. I love Pick a Bigger Weapon. I love that album. I love the album. It's brilliant. It's so fantastic. And I know it's the most popular. Leave me alone. Maybe I'm a basic bitch who likes my communism music the way that other people like their communism music. Okay, leave me alone. The album's great. The album's brilliant.
Did you pick that one because it
LARPer.
literally has a song on it called "I Love Boosters"? Is that why you picked that one?
That was how I found, like, you
LARP.
guys mentioned it, and then I was scrolling Twitter, and then someone accused Boots Riley of stealing the idea from someone else, and he was like, "Nigga, I fucking made a song called I Love Boosters back in 2006." So I was like, "Okay, is that probably in the Coop thing?" So then I checked that out. I checked out more of their albums. I checked out Genocide and Juice, Kill My Landlord, and Pick a Bigger Weapon. And Pick a Bigger Weapon was my favorite of those three. Yeah,
you gotta get like Party Music is probably my favorite one from them.
Okay, and that's the 9/11 joint.
Yeah, but now the cover is like a fucking martini glass,
Yeah,
but that one's got got Ride the Fence, 5 Million Ways to Kill CEO. It's got fucking Pork and Beef. It's also got Now and Laters, which is a story about just like fucking, as a kid, and I love that beat. It's so funky, and it's also got Lazy Motherfucker on it. You's a lazy motherfucker.
What's that one joint?
Motherfucker. It's great.
What's that one joint where it was like it's on Pick a Bigger Weapon where they do like they do like the something and something sitting in a tree, and instead of it's like talking about like Bill Clinton giving who was it giving someone head. I don't know. It was a good thing. It was a good
Monica Lewinsky giving Bill Clinton head.
No, it's like, well, I can just listen to it right now real quick. Give me no. But yeah, it's about
it's head of state.
Head of state. Yeah. But it's not.
Is that it?
It's not. Yeah. But it's not. It's not like the controversy thing. It's like how he's in bed with the Middle East to make the most amount of money he can out of these wars.
Osama bin Laden.
Yeah. It's a really good song. The whole album does a lot of brilliant stuff like that. It also does like a really dope moment where it kind of gets into like the art of storytelling type of thing on Tiffany Hall. Brilliant. Yeah, really great music. But my recommendation I was actually gonna go for before I remembered that I listened to The Coop recently. The Furious. It's a good movie. I watched it a bit. I saw my friend Uridon and we hung out. We went to the cinema and I watched The Furious. I've been really interested in like martial arts movies recently, like those type of action movies. And The Furious is just an incredible example of that. It has like a lot of the cast from The Raid. You know that one? Like that's a classic. And it's a lot of that cast. It's just brilliantly done, fantastically. Like all of the characters in it have like their own very distinct fighting style in a way that kind of like really shows their character. So it's dope. Like there isn't much story, but because of how much you see these people fight, you can really get like you get a really good grip of who the characters are through just that. And I think it's really brilliant. Yeah, I think it's amazing.
I downloaded it. I was really hyped to watch it because the Raid folks and also a couple of them were in John Wick, and I like those kinetic action films, Tony Jaa type of shit. Yeah, I love a good fucking beat 'em up. Yeah, especially when really like fucking good choreographed martial arts. I fucking love it. I probably watched like half an hour or an hour of old Shaw Brothers kung fu type movies every week. I subscribe to a channel on YouTube, and it just be like, oh, some news out. Let me watch 24 Wooden Soldiers. Real.
I'm definitely planning to, like, off of the back of watching The Furious. I'm planning on watching so many movies like this. I love watching The Furious so much. I want to watch every movie that's like this.
Have you seen The Raid?
Yeah. We watched The Raid, and then immediately, like, I'd seen The Raid back when I had my my third job when I was working in the kitchen. Okay. There was one guy who kept on recommending me movies to watch. Like, I watched like a bunch of like British classics.
Ong Bak. Ong Bak's dope. Chocolat is dope.
Chocolat.
Maybe it's just chocolate with no E at the end. It's like Ong Bak girl though. It's like Ong Bak but a girl. But Ong Bak is dope. Tony Jaa, that shit is so good. The Protector, which is also Tony Jaa, is good. I'm not super familiar, but those are a few that are like those highly kinetic, ridiculous martial arts type of films where it's like, man.
Those shit, like I spend the whole time being like, it's great. Furious is a shocking movie. There are a lot of things happening in that movie. It's like, oh word, okay.
Yeah, I'm waiting to watch it. I want a little
yeah.
bit of a little bit of flora and fauna to put up in the air for that one because I just want to be like, damn, this is his leg. I like
that movie will do that to you, bro. That movie will do that to you.
Well, you know, I like violence. I mean, I'm like my favorite sports are boxing and MMA, so I
like
love
violence.
to see some fights. Yeah, I love
That's
violence. I'm a big fan of violence.
That's
The non-violent shit will get you killed. Like I'm all about the violence.
Shout out violence.
Punch my daughter in the face today. Yeah, don't ever fucking go to Africa again.
One of these.
No, I don't know.
One of these.
Yeah.
Again.
What kind of recommendation you got, Trey? I don't think you said nothing, right?
I've not given a recommendation yet. I did watch Backrooms recently, which I enjoyed. I enjoyed it a solid amount. I wouldn't say it's anything crazy, but they really nailed the vibe of the Backrooms. There's been a concept that like it's existed since like the pandemic at least, and it's been remixed so many times. Yeah, like before that as well. But it's been like redone and remixed so many times. I was kind of worried that it was like just gonna like not hit the mark because it started kind of losing its allure. But they nailed it really well. The fucking like the whole like liminal vibe of it. It is really eerie in a great way. And honestly, the best part is I don't know. I think they told the line of like not showing too much. I mean, till the climax, obviously, but not showing too much. Just leaving it up to the imagination. I think that's a fine line in that type of movie, and I think they write it really well. The person who plays Captain Clark, Elijah I think is how you say his last name, but he did a great job. I love the character.
I love folks, but I never talk about him because I don't know how to say his name at all, bro. Like, even if I listen to it, like
I can't say I can't say the first name, bro.
Chiwetel. Anyway,
Chiwetel.
Even if I pause you and I just listen to it on like a pronunciation joint, but as soon as I come back, be a Chito Walete, Iwalaji. He dope, man. He was good in 12 Years a Slave.
That movie is really cool. I found myself like since watching it, the more I think about it, the less I like it. But I really enjoyed watching
funny.
it.
I've heard the opposite.
I really enjoyed watching it. The more I think about it, the more I'm like, I like what I want. I like what I imagine this film to be more than what the film is. You know, it's kind of how I feel about it.
That's fair.
I think so much of the fact that there are people in it is a real like it's not good for the movie. I think in a lot of places, I think that like the people are both under and overdeveloped. I needed less and more of them. In kind of thing, like I think they struck a really uncomfortable middle ground between like you know enough about these characters but you don't care about these characters, so it's like I feel like the movie would have both been either more interesting if we knew more about them and if they were introduced to us a little more naturally, or if we knew a lot less about them and then the movie was just about the environment. You know, I feel like we have a really weird middle ground where we both have like the movies. It's difficult to me. Difficult, but I do like I think the visual is stunning the whole time.
I kind of like the focus on Clark because I don't know. I feel like it really drives the isolation of it all home. I like that aspect of it.
Yeah,
like him contrasted with the therapist throughout the movie. I enjoyed that dynamic. I do feel like towards the end, it's kind of bordering on like over explaining like the allure of it.
It's saying it to you. It says that dog thing like 4 times. It's like, man, nigga, I get it. Like I understand the concept.
Actually, it was like 3 times.
Mega, they say this thing about it's like if you try to get someone to draw a dog who's never seen a dog before. They say that shit 3 times. It's like I got it. I understand.
I just like the way you presented it. Like I just like the way you presented it. Like nigga, I get it.
I'm watching the movie like, you think I'm dumb? You think I'm dumb? You think I'm stupid?
It's like one of those like show don't tell type of thing. It's like they underestimate the intelligence of their audience. Maybe is kind of what it sounds like.
Spoilers, very brief spoilers. The scariest part was when he was like trying to run from the entity, and he goes in that room with, like the Christmas tree. And then, like, you just see the fucking shadow move in the dark to pull the light. That's
crazy. Yeah,
all right, nigga, that sounds too scary for me. I'm not even gonna watch this shit. I'm not a big horror. I'm not a big horror film person. I got tricked into watching 2 horror films recently, and
this is my second
almost 3. Sinners, what is it? Weapons, and then
Sinner's not
Obsession.
even that scary. I'm gonna try to watch Weapons.
Sinner's not that scary, but I'm saying I didn't know it was going to be a fucking vampire movie when I
I
watched
don't
it.
understand.
And Weapons was
Sinners tricks you into thinking it's going to be scary because they throw a random jump scare in at the very beginning of the movie, and then it's never scary again for the whole movie. I don't know why they did that shit.
Wait. What is the jump scare you talking about? I forgot.
At the beginning of Sinners,
Snake?
when he's walking in and he's all bloodied and shit, he's walking up to his dad with a bloody and his guitar and whatnot, and then he just suddenly like jumps like a fucking vampire on the screen. He goes, "Ah!" And then it just goes back to being a normal movie.
I don't remember that at all.
It pissed me off. It made me,
It's Saul Williams. It's Saul Williams is at the church. You know what I mean? And then
I remember the church scene. I don't remember the.
The guy comes in all fucked up. Yeah, that's Saul Williams.
That's Saul Williams is in Sinners. Oh, mate, how do I not?
That's why he didn't get back to you. He was just like, this nigga didn't even give me props for that shit. I'm fucking not even. You want to talk about poetry with me, nigga? I'm fucking on a major film.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. Fair enough. My fault, Saul.
Anyway, second recommendation. I don't know if I can recommend it because I haven't. But I stopped being a lazy bitch. Started reading again. I'm making my way through Malcolm X's autobiography.
Which one? Wait, time out. Which one?
As told to Alex Haley. This one.
Okay. That one's fine. After you read that, you need to pick up the Dr. Ball book that I've been talking about in the Discord, where him and some other people fucking completely destroy Maribel's last autobiography, the last one that came out in like 2012. But they also kind of talk about some of the inconsistencies that came with the Alex Haley joint too. It's kind of hard to get. It's kind of hard to. It's kind of hard to get, like, you had a nigga tell a story about himself. It's going to be a little bit different than what it probably could be explained.
I was thinking about that.
I'm trying to figure out which one I read.
If I was ever in a situation where someone, like, I had to explain my life in detail, in this type of detail, I'm like, bro, what the fuck?
Yeah, of course. I mean, like, I lie on accident sometimes. I just don't remember things all the way well. And
what was the question, Ko?
Which one?
How many biographies are there of Malcolm X? Because I'm not
probably
sure which one.
Probably several.
Yeah,
I've read the Alex Haley one. I've read the Maribel one. And I read another one. I read one in like 2001 that I don't remember. Like, I just read it. Like,
I mean,
I'm on Google Images right now scrolling, and I can't find the one I've read. I probably read that one now. I probably read the one.
The Alex Haley was kind of like the one to read because it's autobiographical in a way, how far into it are you? Because I don't remember much of it. I got to reread it.
I'm only up to Homeboy, bro. Which is like
have you gotten to the part where he explains like how he used to tell like the officers who were watching him, like, if you don't do this for me, I'll tell everyone that you're half black.
No, that's later.
Okay, word. Because I remember that's one of the main things I remember of that book being like, word. Okay, so
he gotta be read for that. Yeah. You gonna be read for that.
I gotta wait till I get deeper. I'm gonna wait till elaborate. I'm gonna wait till I get deeper in the book to elaborate.
Oh, that's good though, Trey. I mean, it's good that you're reading. Like, even if you only, what I like to try to do on days where I'm feeling like not reading is like just bust 10 pages down. You know what I mean? Like just bust 10 pages down or 10 minutes. Like, whatever goes first, like whatever you can get through. But like I find it.
Bro, it's always procrastinating shit. Because like once I'm reading the book, I'm like locked the fuck in. I'm just like the fuck in, not thinking of anything else.
I read on my phone and I get too distracted to read for.
Yeah,
I can't do phone. If I do phone, I'll be cooked.
Yeah. Tough times, man. Because I get all my shit for free. I've acclimated to reading on my phone.
This is why I'm currently in the midst of deciding if I'm gonna get a Kindle or not. Because it's like literally, like, I just can't do it on my. I'm too distracted on my phone, bro. If I'm on my phone reading something, the ease at which I could message Trey instead of reading this thing is it's too easy, man. Shout out to that power, by the way.
One Piece fan art again.
Hip-hop books. These are hip-hop books I'm giving to the homie and shit.
Oh, okay, word.
Oh shit.
Yeah, hip-hop books. They all upside down. How to Rap, the Rap Yearbook, fucking You Guys biography, the Big Payback.
I read a lot of hip hop books when I was in college. I read like a lot of those.
Oh, sorry.
You know those 33 and the Third books? I read so many of those 33 and Third books when I was in college. They're not very good. None of them are that good. None of them are that good. I'll be real with you, but they were definitely like just like base level knowledge that I found useful.
I read the Beastie Boys Paul's Boutique one. I think
you're clipping crazy. You're clipping insane. That was nuts. You're way too loud. That was nuts. Yeah, no, I read hella of those. I read the Nas one. I read the Illmatic one. I read I think it was Beats, Rhymes, and Life. No. What's the one? What's their first album? What's the first Tribe album?
Instinctive Travels.
Yeah, Instinctive Travels. I read the Mad Villainy one. I read so many of these. I read the Donuts one.
You a reading ass nigga, huh?
I was just reading, and they're all just okay books. They're not even that great analysis of the art. It's like it's really just kind of okay. Yeah.
This guy is in the Discord, right?
Who?
In Rap Music Podcast Discord. Adam Bradley.
What's the name?
The Book of Rhymes.
I see Adam Bradley.
He's in the Rap Music Podcast Discord. I'm pretty sure.
I would have to check.
I'll have to check.
I think so. This is like his AVI or whatever you call it. His avatar.
Is it?
Pretty sure he is.
That's crazy.
Book of Rhymes, The Poetics of Hip Hop by Adam Bradley.
Sure out.
I read this. It's really interesting. I mean, he just talks about things like rap poetry, rhythm, and rhyme, and yeah. That's why when I saw him, I was like, "Yo, what up?" And everybody was just like, "Fuck this nigga, man. I'm not even going to greet him."
No way, someone said that. No,
no, they didn't say that. But I mean, just saying, nobody was like, nobody. It's not the actual person.
The person in Discord, their pronouns are she/her. The person who made it is a guy.
But this book came out a long time ago, so they could have done anything. I don't know. I'm not going to assume.
Perhaps.
Is this? Okay, wait. This is horrible audio. This is horrible podcast content.
Yeah, this whole horrible podcast.
Anyways, someone do the music. Someone do the music.
What music? I've never heard of music before.
We have been the minute. We've 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 been the minute. And your time's up. Time's up, by the way.
It's up.
If you were curious, if you're wondering what my time was, it's up.
Maybach music.
Not gonna lie, I did not want to record today. I was trying to come up with excuses to not record today.
But we did, and it went well, and it's lovely and great, and you had a good time, right?
I'm just stressed out lately, guys. Fucking need some fucking meth.
I feel you, man. I feel you.
Yeah,
something's bad.
You gotta do like what White did, bro.
What? What did they do?
Walter White, you know, from Breaking Bad.
Oh,
I haven't watched Breaking
Bad.
Yeah.
I mean, serious.
I'm too. That's the problem I'm dealing with. I already had a person in my family break bad, and now all of a sudden, you know what I mean? I'm Skyler, like, oh my god, what are we gonna do? Walt? What about Flynn? What about Walt Jr.? I can't believe I'm fucking this guy, and now he broke his neck.
Replay.
All right, y'all finish up for a second, or do whatever you have